1.
There it is.
Hi.
Hello.
Happy birthday to Jason.
3,
Happy
2, 1. Right out of the doors, you're gonna do me dirty like that?
What's that? This one's loud. This is an actual audience. It sounds like rain.
Right out of the doors, you're gonna do me dirty like that? Not
What
even a welcome, everybody?
No,
Oh.
it is Jason's birthday.
I request you sing.
Technically, it's not Jason's birthday.
You must sing.
I can't sing. It's literally in my job description not to sing.
That is true. Hello.
Hello,
I'm so
everyone.
glad everybody.
We even
is
have
here.
a Jen.
We have Jen. Jen, welcome in.
Thank you.
The
Happy to be
balloons.
here.
happy birthday, Jason,
Balloons.
says Ryan Rooney.
We have
Scorched
balloons.
Earth. It's a
Can we see the
huge day.
balloon?
We're gonna give away stuff.
What makes it a huge day?
Well, so this is kind of like a Hobbit day. A Hobbit birthday is where you give stuff away on your birthday. That's what Hobbits do. So
They do?
technically, this is an official Hobbit birthday. And they kind of celebrate it for more than a day. So technically, it is your birthday, whatever universe you decide to be in.
I am not a hobbit.
The bravest
that's-
little hobbit of them all.
I could see that. I'm not gonna sing it. Nope. Swifter Bear. Nope. I won't
Bilbo,
do it.
Bilbo.
Jason can sing it. Welcome in, everybody. Who do we got? Stolen Safety, Swifter Bear, Belial, Sugar Rush, Rattle Can, Sarcastic Grandma. Wait a minute.
So Katarina's here,
Katarina. Yes. Oh, you guys took a picture together.
and Katarina
Yes.
remembered my birthday, Chris.
I rememred your birthday, Jason. I even said it to you before you left. I said, Jason, if I
You don't
can't
get
say
to
it to you on
stack
your
'em up.
birthday. Oh, I'm stacking.
Can't stack them up.
I'm also packing.
Katarina gave me candy, like traditional Polish candy.
Is that who the candy's from?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Did you have some?
It's
I
so good.
did.
It's really good.
Katarina.
I did.
It's really good. I brought some
Bless your soul.
home. I didn't eat it all. Jen got some. It's really good. It's on our countertop.
Did you bring some in?
No.
It's a big day today. There's going to be things going on. There's going to be giveaways. There's going to be, who knows?
Giveaways?
Giveaways?
Multiple?
I don't know. That's up to Jason. It's his birthday.
I
You said
feel like
giveaways.
Jen's
We do
gonna
have
get,
Jen
I
here.
feel like Jen's
Oh,
gonna get really
okay.
mad.
Rancid Vomit 70
Lock
months.
down some of those giveaways.
Rancid, what's going on?
That's a lot of months.
Thank you for all the birthday wishes, everybody.
Rocco, happy belated. Yes. Avian also 42.
She also gave me some amazing, like, traditional Polish artwork, like colorful designs on some ceramic mugs and stuff.
Ooh, that's cool.
Excited
Which
to
is
see
really
those.
great.
It's not unpacked yet. Got back late last night.
Nice. Cool. Welcome in,
liquor.
everybody. It's a big day. Bakamaru. Oh, my gosh. Look at all these subs coming in. Hey,
Hello.
Bakamaru.
Thank you.
Jason, how was your trip to Contrast?
It was fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
How was the painting there?
It
Did
was
you see some cool pieces?
It was I didn't get to paint much
Yeah, that's true.
because I was busy babysitting
Aw.
5-year-olds.
You did paint with a lot of
That's such a bummer.
children.
There's a lot of youth in the room. A lot of youth.
lot of youth.
Hey Zaba, what's
the
going
room.
on, man?
A lot of youth in the
The
room.
two
Lucas. Lucas remembered my birthday. He took me out to dinner twice.
Lucas, you're so kind. Lucas is that kind
I got
of
him back in
person
the end
now.
though and bought dinner when
Oh.
they were the least expecting it. They told me no and I did it anyway. But yeah, no, it was good. I didn't get to paint very much, but I had a great time. It was neat because they had us set up in a demo room and it largely was applied to families who came and wanted to sit down with their kids and paint
Oh,
models.
nice.
So,
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, so it was great.
Dirk, happy birthday one more time. I hope Polish
M3,
water
thank you, everybody.
give you a good mood.
Hello.
Kenneth the Raid, welcome in. Hey, and Lumberjack Tim. What's up, Fuse? Happy birthday, 44 months.
Thank you, Timbo.
Tim. Good
So,
to
yeah,
see
so
you.
the only two things that I really worked on was this.
That came out great, though.
Yeah, this is just simple one-step application on Trench
Oh,
Crusade
that's really
minis.
good.
Trench Crusade gave us a ton of minis for everybody to paint. So basically, everybody that showed up painted this guy.
Yeah, that's really
And
cool.
a lot of people were asking about the one step. We had a lot of people that watched the show, people that had heard about it and wanted to see how it worked come in.
Mm-hmm.
And so I painted this guy up. I did a quick dry brush zenithal
Yeah.
on it, and then hit it with a single coat of all the colors that I wanted to in the one step line.
That's kind of cool.
And then this
too.
guy was another model that was dug in from the Trench Crusade team, and so I did it on this one
Nice.
as well. So yeah, turned out really good.
That's cool too.
Just showing people how you can, slap color on real quick and get a really good beginning.
nice.
Yeah, so that was fun. But that's literally all I worked on. I had this model out and I never touched it.
Right.
But I took it so people could. I was hoping to be able to work on it, but that didn't happen.
Well, at least the kids didn't like splatter paint on it.
That's true.
There were times where I packed it away.
Yeah, you just could tell.
I packed it away. So
Couple
we
kids
really
walking
only
in
had,
like that.
Well,
kid
we
looks
really
like
only
trouble.
had like 9 or 10 seats.
Yeah.
But there were waves of humanity that would come through and literally sit 5 million people down, and they just kept, sharing brushes and paints and grabbing more models. And we had one kid sit down who was like 10 years old, and he wanted to paint a whole army of the guys, and he just kept grabbing them. And I was like, you can only have one. And he kept grabbing them, and I was like, I'm going to kill somebody.
He was really going for it.
But it was fun.
Sasquatch Paints.
It
Thank
was
you so
fun.
much.
It was fun. Lucas, the wonderful Lucas Zaba,
Lucas.
Zaba Art, he brought his daughter with him, and I got to
nice.
tell you, she is cute as a button, and she won a freaking medal at Contrast.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Genetic.
She won in the youth category and just knocked it out of the park. She painted one of his Zaba busts or 75 millimeter figures, and she killed it. It was really good.
Sweet. That's really cool.
It was fun watching her. She was on stage, hand held high with her medal. Woo! It was fun.
Shout out to
She's
Lucas.
literally like 2 feet tall. So
Nice. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, we're doing a giveaway today. So if you are new here, we do a giveaway every week. And right here, all you have to do is click that link, fill out all that stuff. Hey, One Wolf Paints, gifted subs, 5 of them. Thank you so much. Look at this. It's a birthday extravaganza.
birthday extravaganza. Welcome. What did you call this? B-Day, B-Day?
It's B-Day, B-Day, Fun, Fun, Paint, Paint, Stream.
B-Day,
That's what
B-Day,
it is.
Fun, Fun, Paint, Stream.
Yes, giveaway.
We not winning
Paint,
today?
paint. No, we're winning.
It says
It's not the
giveaway
win-win?
first.
There was too many. It
You-
gets too
they don't-
long, and then it's like
You
your
exceeded the
title
character
is
limit.
Too long. Your title of YouTube is too long.
You've run out of characters.
That's when I send them a letter that they'll never read.
A
Google,
strongly worded letter.
Strongly worded letter from my mother.
change it. So
At least nobody broke a model like they did for Baby J. Poor Baby J.
Oh, yeah, that was
no
rough.
free pub for Baby J. He's fine.
That kid just came up and flicked the arrows off of that model.
Oh, I totally forgot about that.
It was crazy.
Avian Slow Fuse, the Battle Tau suit, has some very subtle work. That head to chest is drawing and the eyeballs. I'm excited to see what Jason does with this Tau model today. What are you going to do on this model, Jason?
Well, before we get to that, Christopher, I've been listening to house music.
Yes.
House music? What do you mean house
Jason's
music?
gonna start going to raves.
Oh, wow. You've just been like jamming it out in your house?
So I got in a car in Poland,
Oh.
and it was my Uber driver late at night coming back from dinner or something like that back to the
Yeah.
hotel. And the whole time it was like I got in the car and I wasn't even thinking, and then like about 2 minutes into the ride I found myself head bobbing, and I was like,
What?
I was like, what is this music? And I was feeling the groove in the car, and I
No
started looking.
dancing.
I'm looking at the dash, and the guy's got like 14 electronic devices
Nice.
all over. He's at like his command station, and I can't tell which one's playing the music, and he speaks exactly 0 English.
Nice.
So I'm looking around, and so I look at him and I go, what is this music? And he turns around and something in Polish, and I go, the music. And he goes, music, and nods.
Nice. Music.
Yes, it
I was like,
is music.
So I'm too dumb to know how to use the phone to listen and tell me what the song is. So I just opened my notepad and I typed in anything that looked like it was playing music said. So I typed in all these phrases from there that were all these like titles of songs or whatever
Oh
that he
my.
had going on. And then I got back to my room and I started typing them all into like YouTube and Spotify until I found the song that was playing.
Nice.
And it's like deep house cuts. It's just really chill, deep house cuts.
Oh.
With like dreamy female and male vocals on it, and
Okay.
deep house cuts and everything. And I found it, and so I've been listening to a lot of that.
Wow.
It keeps me from being so violent when I drive.
You
I should have listened to that on the way here today.
You're going.
Traffic was bad today.
Terrible
was?
driving.
My
today.
you're gonna have to listen to your Spotify Wrapped at the end of the year is gonna change.
Oh,
Yeah, it's gonna. Think
I'm gonna get
you're like-
younger.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're
It could
gonna
be
like
older.
25.
I'm
could be
totally gonna
older.
get. Oh yeah, deep house might be for like 90-year-olds.
Who knows? Could be for something.
There you go.
Are you listening to OG house music, Jason, like Chicago?
I think it's all new stuff. I'm not
Chicago?
getting that deep into it. Like, I literally found the woman that made the song I liked in the car, and I just put her into my Spotify and I hit play.
It's random.
And so far, all the songs she's on are really good. That whole world is unknown to me, and I don't care to learn it because it's like, here's a producer with 50 million people on the record, so you can't. I don't know. I don't care about that crap. Anyway.
Hey.
So what was your question?
I was asking you what you're doing on this model today.
Painting.
That's right. Hey, Fetty, what's going on? Shiv. So Jason's birthday was over the weekend. Thank you.
Saturday.
It was. Shazam is awesome. Shazam also definitely works. Deep House
Shazam,
and Hall of Oats.
Shazam is what you need.
Shazam. That's what you do need. Commando Ken, I heard when you listen to house music while driving, it's called mobile home music. That's not allowed to be that.
I'm
funny.
gonna use that. It's mobile house music.
Bearded Ben, 16
Mobile
months.
home.
Thank you so much.
Boons, 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 boons.
We are putting. This is a Tau model, right?
Anybody know what the
Jason?
hell this thing is?
Here, I'll zoom into it. What is this?
Does anybody know what this is? Is it like a shield generator? What is that? What is that? What's that?
Ion
What am I-
shield.
What am I supposed to paint that like? What's that?
I don't know what that is actually.
What's that? Is it his toilet paper roll? What's that?
I don't know what
What's
that
that?
is. It looks like a rune.
What's that?
He also has got cloth all over this guy. This guy's got a lot going on.
He's got like 2 little tassel deals.
What model is this though from Tau?
This is Commander Farsight.
Commander Farsight.
He's normally red.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
He would normally be red with a white helmet. The Farsight Enclaves are like more, I think, more into like melee, get in your face
Gotcha.
kind of stuff.
Huh. Hey, Memphit.
The rare melee
Thank you for that
Tau.
sub. The rare melee Tau.
It is it the Auspex or the Comlink? You think it's something like that, but it's just a weird shape.
Maybe it's rune. M3
Well, it does have like a rune in it, but I don't know.
All right, non-metallic meatballs starting it off. How effective is pre-weathering for one step? Okay, for example, zenithal highlight, then go back with a darker color to stipple and add scratches. Then use one step? Here it is, Jason. Pre-weathering for one step.
I would do the scratches after because you don't want to color the scratches with your one-step filter generally. Because the scratch is going to go through the color of the model, right?
Yeah.
So imagine, a tank or whatever, this guy or whatever. You want to get the coloring all down and then scratch that. Because you're going to go through whatever you color the model. If you do an Imperial Fist yellow, you don't want to do the scratches and then put the yellow on the model and have the scratches become yellow. You want the scratches to go through the yellow to what's underneath, right? So you would, use the sponge or the stippling for the scratches would be whatever color you believe is underneath the armor color. So no, I would not do the weathering first by any means.
Not metallic meatballs. Very good insight. Thank you. Absolutely. Beef Berkey says far sight enclaves are kind of rebels in the Tau.
Yeah.
Okay.
They work outside the norms. They got sick of communism.
Yeah, that's what you were saying. That Tower are interesting folk.
Space commies.
Space commies.
That's always been the joke.
Jan, what's going on? Everybody, it's a birthday giveaway. And by a birthday giveaway, I mean hit that button right there. And by button, I mean
I
link.
don't understand why on my birthday I have to give other people stuff.
Yeah.
It's like when you were a kid and you brought cupcakes for the class.
That's kind of...
I never did that because it was
What?
my birthday. I went to
That's-
class and got mad because where's my damn cupcakes?
That's perfect. It's a Hobbit birthday. Jason's giving away a lot of things today. And by a lot of things, we'll see.
We'll see.
All you have to do, though, is hit that link. Make sure you sign up. We'll do a giveaway a little bit towards the end. Bearded Science. In some cultures, that's how birthdays work. You give presents to other people. Beard Science, that's what I'm saying. Hobbits, come on, man. It's exactly what I'm saying. Yes.
I'm not a hobbit.
Hobbits give gifts to other people on their birthday? Or
They
other
do.
hobbits? Or other...
They give gifts.
I don't know what the...
Constantly on their birthday.
Oh.
And it lasts for weeks. Brando says, where can I go to learn how to mix paint/colors better? I'm a beginner and I love
Here.
PA paints, but I'm not good at mixing. Right here. If you have
This is
questions,
the place.
let us know. What's your how do you mix your colors, Jason? How do you go about that for someone who's struggling?
I guess it's let's think about this for a second, and I think the the real answer is that most people get hung up on the abstracts of how do I mix rather than just mixing.
Okay.
And in reality, take two colors and mix them 50-50 and see what you get. You're going to have way more success just kind of hit or missing than you will by ever going and trying to learn how to do it. Guaranteed. Right? So while we talk about Color and Light, the book, and you can go learn about, color, and, you can get a color wheel, and you can, take a class and all that kind of stuff. That's all great to some extent to learn the principles. But at the end of the day, the reality is that you are going to go much further just doing it. Take two colors that you think are going to look good with a mix and mix them together on the palette. Just go for it.
There you go. And hey, this, just like what Jen said, this is the best place. But you know what makes this day even better and this place good, Jen?
What?
Is this first round of Jason gifts.
Uh-oh.
Jason, are you ready for
Wait,
your
wait, wait,
first
wait,
gift?
wait, whoa.
Jason, are you ready for your first gift? From
I don't know if
Hobbies?
I'm ready.
Come on in, Gabe.
Gabe's a gift?
Wait a minute.
What
Whoa,
is
whoa,
it?
whoa,
What
whoa,
is
whoa,
this?
whoa,
Ladies
whoa,
and
whoa,
gentlemen,
wait,
the
whoa,
first
whoa,
gift
whoa,
of the day, it's a pink drink.
Whoa, wait, whoa.
That looks delicious.
It's a pink drink. Happy
I got
birthday.
a delicious pink drink.
It's a
I need
pink
to come
drink.
here on my birthday. I didn't get a pink drink.
You should. Happy birthday, Jason. That
Why, thank you.
pink drink.
Cheers, I have a pink drink.
That's right. Look at that.
Pink drink.
Little known fact, Jason loves his pink drink.
I do.
Pink drink is good.
It resembles a lot of our paint. I think it's kind of like a mind thing, you know?
Ah, it's so delicious and
Yummy,
refreshing.
yummy, yummy. Hey, what you should do is drink that kind of stuff, but not drink our paint.
No.
Travis
don't
Cedric,
do that.
hey, Stream Streak.
So that surprised me,
Look at
Chris.
that.
I thought you meant you were already doing a giveaway.
No.
You were giving
Jason,
me a
we're
gift.
giving you things. We're giving the people things. Jen might give something away.
What?
Who knows?
Nobody asked me about that.
No, the bearded buddy pink drink. That's what I said. Hey, pink drink's okay, and it's not eclectic salmon drink. No,
No, it's pink.
but that is
Very much
funny.
pink.
Do we need to?
No
DoorDash and
DoorDash and Dilly Bars.
No, no. we learned from that.
Yes.
Zambi says, "Happy birthday, Jason." Everybody
Thank you,
says happy
Zam.
birthdays. Thank you so much, Sam's. But hey, make sure you sign up for our giveaway if you haven't already, which is right there. Frigid Phoenix says, if you take bright purple red, faded plum, and bold titanium white and mix it with special sauce, you get pink drink. That's probably pretty close.
You might get the color of pink drink. You will not
You
get
don't
the
get
actual.
Yeah,
pink drink.
I wouldn't do that. Frigid, I'm sure the color's very close, but
Careful.
careful.
Don't drink the paint.
Careful with that.
Yes, Zachary Wood. Yeah, definitely. Tag us up if you've done a frameable. Also, if you're in our Discord, we have a finished work section, and here's our Discord right here, where you can post all of that stuff. So yeah, definitely check
You know
us out.
what else is a good place? The base layer.
The base layer, yes, absolutely. Base layer also is a great place to show your stuff. Don't drink the paint, but sniff is okay? No. Well, it's okay to do.
It's not like
We don't condone
sniffing
sniffing.
a marker or glue. Doesn't really have a smell.
Yeah,
if that's
I
your
don't think
thing.
so. Snip the shield off and give the Tao a pink drink. I don't know about that one. Hey, but speaking of muffin truck,
What?
thank you so much for that prime sub, muffin truck.
Speaking of what? One
Oh,
of the best names.
Banscar says, congrats, Jason. Many wishes to your birthday and happy returns. Yes, we're happy to have
The base layer,
base layer.
not layer. Layer, L-A-I-R, base layer.
Little Billy says,
It's
Jason,
a play on words.
if you could have one non-metallic, materialistic gift for your birthday, what would it be?
Wait. One. Okay, wait.
Non-materialistic gift for your birthday, what would it be, and why did you choose getting a new producer?
Aw.
See, I almost didn't read the last bit of that, Little Billy, but you know,
I thought he really wanted to know.
we're gonna scratch that last part out.
I thought he might really want to know.
What would Jason? That's a great question. What would it be?
If I could just, this is my answer for if I could find the genie in the bottle,
Genie in the bottle. Okay.
right? And I've said this on stream before. I would ask that everybody be able to love the person in the mirror.
Yep.
There you go. Nice.
That's my ask. Love the person in the mirror unconditionally, right? Be your biggest fan and get yourself through all the times, good and bad, the only way you can, which is the best way. That's my ask. So there you go. You
Little
want
Billy
to give
says,
me
"What
something
guy?"
for my birthday? Go love the person in the mirror. Bingo. Dunzos.
Grand Deceiver. Congrats to Jason for spending his today birthday doing what he loves with the people that he loves. That's right, Grand Deceiver. We love all of you.
That's a reach.
Love is a strong word.
That's
I
a
won't speak
reach.
for Jason, but that is a strong word.
I have missed.
Love.
I have missed stream, and I've only missed 2 days.
You've
of
only missed
stream,
2 days,
right?
technically. Yeah.
No, 3.
3 days?
Right? Thursday, Friday.
That's true. Yes.
and
Thursday,
Monday.
Friday,
3
and
days.
Monday.
Yeah.
Bakamaru says, so problem there. The guy in the mirror refuses to wear pants and eats paint. Should I still love him? Technically, yes.
Yes.
Yes. And someone said, what if the mirror is broken? Sometimes that happens.
Hey,
It's
man.
okay.
That's what happens when I look in a mirror.
Wow, you got the right noise.
I did.
That was.
Is it
Very
Love
timely.
Yourself Day or something? My doc and nurse said the same thing today. Mo,
I mean,
maybe,
every day should be Love Yourself Day.
maybe it's a sign, Mo.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a sign.
We're not making stuff up when we say that.
That's right. Nicholas, I have no idea who the woman in my rear view mirror is, and I'm sure my wife would not approve. Oh, I see what you did there, Nicholas. I'll leave that between you and your wife. Gabriel says, I had to hop in because the Treebeard told me about Jason's top button. I have no idea what that means, Gabriel.
Sure.
Your top, because you're wearing a top button? That's all
Did,
right.
did
Is
he
your top
really
button
go
buttoned?
tell you to
He's-
tune in because I had
Jason's
my
feeling-
top button buttoned?
He's feeling fancy today. Looks good. Happy birthday, Jason. Yes. Rocco says, to celebrate Jason's birthday, I'm spending the day fasting for a colonoscopy. An endoscopy tomorrow.
There you go.
Rocco, what a great way to celebrate.
Self-care.
Think about loving that person in the mirror with your colonoscopy. Little Billy says, I will finally begin to love myself, and simply because Jason told me to do so.
That's
There you
a
go.
damn right.
That's right. Little Billy,
And not just today.
Keep
Not
it
just
going.
because it's his birthday.
good
'Cause
job,
It's technically
Little Billy.
not his birthday. Cool
It's-
unk mode. You're in cool unk mode. Top button,
Cool.
backwards hat. Cool unk.
That's right.
He is.
Mo, Jen is keeping me in line today. Who knows what could happen? We're doing giveaways. We've got gifts. There's so many things happening today.
I'm wearing
who
Dickie
knows?
shorts, tall black socks, and
That's right.
Vans. I got told in Poland I was super stylish.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Baldman says, happy birthday, Jason.
Thank you, thank you.
You don't look bad for turning 31. I hope your day has been a great one. Maybe for Chris's birthday, you can agree to be civil with me today. Baldman, absolutely. I could shake your hand with your full head of hair and call you
Higher
a
the
good
sock,
friend.
the downer the foo. Jason is a down ass foo.
That's hilarious. Doghouse
love
says,
it.
Jason just needs finger guns and Cool Unk is complete. He'll get there. Pew, there it is. Pew, 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 pew. That's great. That's wholesome
Stylish for
fun.
Poland, I guess.
Coxie says, need help how to paint a copper pipe like weapon in non-metallic metal. I don't have all Pro colors. I have the base set. How would you do non-metallic copper pipe, Jason?
With just the base set?
Just the base set, yeah.
I would probably start with a base of mahogany.
Okay.
And then move up to the only orange you have is orange. Because burnt orange comes in expansion 1. So I would say mahogany into burnt red, and then orange over the top of that. Right? You could mix the burnt red and the orange together. That would give you kind of a burnt orange. And then orange to finish it off. An a highlight edge of probably just pure orange.
Okay.
And then something like ivory, bright ivory's in there too. And then you're going to need to glaze a little bit of red over the top of it, right? Mix red and orange together and glaze over the top of it would be really good. That would be the way that I would do it. I think I have. Do we have a model here?
I don't really. We get copper a lot. You had the bronze one from that axe on your Saturnine guy.
There's a little gene stealer guy. I just don't even know where he is. He's sometimes in here and sometimes not. He's not in. There's like a copper plate that's done. That's it. Because red and orange is really the color range you want to be in. Your shadows could be, like I said, like the mahogany, or they could be browns. You could use dark umber to start with if you didn't want so much red.
Little Billy Copper, I barely know her. Scorched Earth. Okay, just had to make sure. Hey, Scorched Earth. Of course. Of course. What advice do you have for dry brushing basics? I always end up with streaky marks, Jason.
Yeah. So, streakiness can come from your brush being too wet or you pushing too hard. Also from hitting the same area too many times, right? Dry brushing is a finesse style or technique. So you want to make sure that as you're doing it, you're using a very light touch on the model. And you're... So what's happening is, let's grab a model here real quick. And a dry brush. That one's already been dry brushed. How about this one? We've got like the black on here.
Yeah.
Right? And so let's dry brush something over the top of that. Let's do, what would be good here? We can see it build up. Do something odd. Let's do like bright jade.
Ooh.
Nah,
Right.
let's do white. Let's do white just because this is typically what people are going to see, right? So I'll do white, just bold titanium white, so we get a lot of contrast out of it, so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. I guess I could have just used the bright ivory that I was already painting with, but
Hey,
I'm not a smart man. Chat.
hindsight's 50-50.
Right. I'm just going to get like a DD2.
Nice.
So loading up the brush,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then wipe it off on the paper towel. And then so that I don't have to worry about how much paint I've actually got, I'm just going to start with a downward stroke, only hitting the model in one direction. So pick your lighting direction. Let's say it comes from this way, right? And then you're just going to lightly hit the model until you start seeing paint on the raised edges like we're seeing now. So very light pressure. And that way I don't get a lot of streaks where I don't want them. I'm just catching those edges. I'm rotating the model where I can hit the lines that I need to hit. Right? So if I want to get these down here, I can't hold the model like this because that retreats in. So I have to rotate the model a little bit. And again, just trying to make sure that I'm as parallel to the surface as I can be while I'm pulling the paintbrush. Right? So as I'm painting, I want my brush stroke to go as parallel to the surface as possible, kind of like a pendulum, and only really touch the model where I want the paint to hit. So I'm not just, pulling it across the entire surface. I'm aiming at specific parts. So if I want to get this upper part, then I'll just aim here and not worry about the lower part. And then down here, get that. If I want to get the stuff up underneath, just kind of aim at that. And I'm only pressing as hard as I need to start seeing paint come off onto the armor. Okay?
Yeah.
If you go in and just hit it hard to begin with, you're going to get the chance of too much paint, too much streakiness, things like that. So a lot of times when I start, you won't see anything happen. And then I'll keep pressing a little bit harder, a little bit harder, a little bit harder until I see it, get on there. Okay? And that's really all there is to it. That's, we have a quick video where I talk about dry brushing and we do like the brown on one of these, no, it wasn't this one, but we do the brown on one of these models.
I got you.
Same thing, right? And, no matter what you're doing, hair or whatever, just kind of press lightly and then just keep pressing a little bit harder as you hit the model until you start seeing color. And then try to gauge what that amount of pressure is and repeat it until you need to press a little bit harder because you're running out of paint. So maybe you have to press harder to get more paint out because you will be eating it up as you go. Right? And then zoom in super close.
Mm-hmm.
You'll notice you don't get that streakiness like on that black portion where we did the white or on the hair.
Nice.
But it's all about that just kind of inch towards the model. You'll see me do that a lot when I paint, is that I will make preliminary brush strokes or practice strokes or sizing up strokes, whatever you want to call them, a lot when I paint. You'll see me do it when we're doing this this edge highlighting on the towel that we're just painting. I'll show you in just a second. But this is true for any type of painting that you're doing, not just edge highlighting, layering, everything pretty much base coating. Base coating, you're just slopping paint on, so you're kind of going willy-nilly and hitting the model as you need to. But like once I get the bright ivory on the brush, get my brush point loaded up nice and neat to do tight lines, then you might see me come over here like on this, right? This little edge that I want to do across here. The first thing I'll do is I'll pick and I'll say, okay, well, I kind of want my brightness to go to the right end. So I might go in here and instead of just boom, try to hit the line all at once, just kind of get in close and start making the motion and then eventually press a little bit harder and a little bit harder until I get that little spot that I want, which is right there on the corner. Right? And same thing here, maybe build up, making way more brush strokes than I'm applying paint here. And that's because I'm kind of using them to get my hand going in the right direction and then press a little bit harder, a little bit lighter as I go off this way, a little bit harder as I want to brighten it up here at the end of that, right? And that lets me do, very fine lines, blend things like this. It's like, just don't think you have to go in and like 1, 2, 3 and hit the model. I can do like I'm doing right now and then just kind of press harder and harder and harder on the same brush stroke until I get the paint built up the way I want it. Right, so that was maybe 8 or 9 smacks at the brush or at the model just to do that little bitty dot of paint. Rather than going in and saying, okay, I'm going to do it in do 1, right?
Somewhat civil. I have a pretty light touch, so I just go after my edges. I see what you did there, Civil. You baited me into that one. You baited me. I'm like, oh, he's gonna talk about brush pressure, and then I got destroyed. Little Billy says, Jason, I must commend you, and unfortunately Chris as well, because I have to give up on non-metallic metal. Because I was about to give up, okay, but I stuck it out, and I finally feel like I have a good foundation to build my skills. One step is super helpful for it too. Thank you both. Hey,
awesome.
Little Billy.
Awesome.
Happy for you, I guess, if you're into that kind of thing. But we are into helping you paint. And by we, I mean Jason. For you, Little Billy. But hey, I'm just glad you put paint on the model. That's the moral of that story. Does freezing any pigment generate any unique color akin to burning a pigment? You're doing some kind of science projects here?
Not that I know of.
I don't know.
No.
But I'm really curious what's going on in that house.
Sitting around
A
burning
little
pigment.
science, like, hey, we're going to do some burning, then we're going to do this. I'm curious now. Hey, Jason.
Laundering your pigment with black clothing
Yeah.
or red clothing can give you some really unique.
Jason, how's that pink drink?
It's delicious. Why'd you put something in it? Now you got me worried.
Well.
Shot of vodka.
No, I put...
Why are the lights having tracers, Christopher?
I put love and care. Loving care? Is it love and care or loving care?
Yes.
I care, we care, loving care. Somewhat civil. So you appear to be using the tip of your edge highlights. Why not the edge of the brush?
I'm using the edge of the brush. The edge of
The edge of the tip.
And somewhat civil. That better be a genuine question.
They just can't see it well, right?
Or you're trying
There you
to bait me again here.
No, I'm using the edge of the tip of the brush.
The edge of the tip.
Now, there are some of these where I have to use the tip. Like, I can't get the edge into that line right there, so I have to use the tip.
That's right.
Right. So there's some of these where I have to draw the line like a freehand line.
Right.
I can't use the edge, but anywhere I can use the edge, I do.
TK says, Jason, not as good. Chris would use the side of his. No, TK. This isn't a You're all off the rails today. Oh, my tongue of bronze. See, you guys almost got me. Enough of you. Everybody calm down. Crazy mixed up kids and your drugs.
And their drugs? Is that what you
Yes.
said?
The crazy mixed up kids and their drugs. That's Chris's way of saying it.
They're all crazy out there.
They're all on the pink drink today.
Like when you look at this model, where's the light source from? As there are multiple light areas. Okay, so the question
no, they're
is,
not. They're all from this direction.
how do you determine your light source,
There's
Jason?
none from this direction.
You paid for the full brush, but you'll only need the edge.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're all like, if you can imagine this angle right here. This is, if we were the sun, this is how we're looking at this model, is this right here. And then when you look at the opposite side of that, you're in near darkness. We have some edges that we're catching over here just to catch the details, but for the most part, it's all here. It's all done in a very desaturated monochromatic style, though, to where we're really only catching edges. But no, it's fairly uniform.
Twisty Farmer says, I was trying to do some dry brushing with the DA-1, and it seems like it didn't hold very much paint. Is there a different technique for using the angled brushes? Great question.
Well, like any dry brush, you're trying to do... I always use the analogy of a cast iron pot. You're trying to season the brush, right? The goal is to make sure that you get enough paint into it the first time, that every time you reload paint, you're not cleaning it each time, you're seasoning it. You're getting more and more paint loaded in that works, and then you're just being careful that that paint doesn't dry so much that it starts giving you that really chalky mess that can happen, once you start getting too much dried paint in a dry brush as you're hitting the model and flaking off clouds of dust all over it and stuff like that. So no, the angle brushes are very simple to use. Just fill them up with paint the first time. Wick enough off onto your paper towel of choice and hit it. Dry brushing as a technique will not have a lot of paint on the brush for very long. Like, you're just not going to get a whole lot of use out of a dry brush.
Yeah. Fetty says, I noticed that you paint while holding the miniature. Do your hands not cramp? Thoughts on a miniature holder and paint handle? He sometimes uses a paint handle.
We use these corks.
Yeah.
But it's the same. I mean, it really doesn't matter. This guy's got enough area where I can hold this big base and not have my hands all over the model. But I'll cradle the model in different ways, like you see me doing here, just to get a good, balance or feel.
And maybe
even when I have a paint holder, I will.
And it's really just resting. It's not like you're...
Yeah, you're not really...
Yeah, you could always come up and just take the model out of my hand. It would fall over if I tilted my hand. It's basically just resting there, and then I'm setting my thumb up and stuff because I prop my finger on my other hand. And that's how I make sure that I have good stability before going in and doing details, so that you can pull finer lines and stay in the sweet spot better. You need to have a way to balance it all out. And I don't like where, some of the paint holders give you like a metal rod, but that's not the same. It's not my own hand. I can't feel the pressure and stuff, so...
Related question to touching the model. Okay, thank you, Bakamaru. How the hell are you not scraping paint off the edges all the time with your hand? It drives me crazy.
I mean, I do from time to time. I just don't worry about it.
A gentle touch.
Yeah, it is just having, like we talked about, a very gentle touch on the model. But if there was like a, if I was holding it and bumping like this edge of that sharp fin, I would definitely rub stuff off. I noticed that I rubbed off here because I've been holding on to this thing, so I rubbed the primer down off of the edge of this thing. I just don't care. Who cares?
Telemachus.
I'll go back and fix it.
107 months. That's a lot of months. Birthday cake flavored Pro Crow win. Never.
Ha!
We
Well,
won't
that'd be
do edible paint. I'm so sorry, Telemachus. That old cat. Paint me like one of your French models. He
I
won't.
have painted an
He won't
entire
go
back.
French French army. Careful.
Oh, that's kind of funny. Jabe says, do they make scratch and sniff paint? Potentially.
Put it on the whiteboard, Gabe.
That's right. Scratch and sniff paint. Gentle touch is necessary for almost all things, Little Billy. Hey, you know what, Little Billy? That's true. And hey, Kay Bennett's great segue. Stupid question. No stupid questions. The stream you revealed the pigments. You did a lot of mixing. What pigments would you mix to get a desert sand effect? With the weathering pigments? I think that's what you're talking about.
The weathering pigments, I'd use the yellow oxide, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And like the yellow oxide and probably unbleached titanium, or just depends on how you think your desert should look. Unbleached titanium by itself can be very deserty. You know, if you want to go darker, then mix it in with the yellow oxide.
What would Jason's birthday paint color release and why would be eclectic salmon?
Huh.
Mo, you're going to have to keep waiting. Zilfer, what's going on? Hey, great segue into this next bit. We're so glad you're all here. We have Jen today. It's Jason's birthday. We have so many things going on. Hey, if you are not a part of our giveaway system, it's a system now. Make sure you sign up for this link. You don't even have to do the exclamation mark giveaway. I do that for you. Look how we do that. Happy belated birthday, says Zilfer.
Thank you.
How's the conference in Poland, says TK.
It was really good. Really, really good. We had a tremendous turnout in the demo area. Lots of excited families and utes.
A lot of utes.
A lot of utes. Mo says, for the stigmatic nun, Jason, what did you do for the blood?
Stigmatic nun?
Yeah, what are you talking about, Mo?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about, Mo?
Oh, Dark Crimson. That's
there
it.
you go.
I think I just used Dark Crimson, Mo.
Hey.
And left it glossy, too, and it actually looked really good.
Geep's
Because it was
mom,
supposed to be like, guts, wet blood, so.
Geep's mom says, so happy to see you back from Poland and looking good. Hey,
It's Jeep's mom. but
Jeep's
that's
mom.
okay.
That's my Moody. Mooty.
shout out to Jeep's mom.
Hi, Mom.
We gave Jason his first gift of pink drink.
Pink drink.
You know what I've always said, Jen?
What have you said?
That I don't think it's proper to go through the world with not enough pink drink.
Yeah,
That's what I've always said.
correct.
Jason taught me that as a young man.
So you're about to give me more?
I was going to say, are there more pink drinks coming?
Am
Maybe
I
he'll
supposed to
share.
drink one every 15 minutes?
Can I have one?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you get the next one if they keep flooding me with pink drink. If this is the shtick today.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, the next gift. Gabe, bring it on in. Gabe?
Nope.
Bring the second pink drink. Yes, it's another pink drink. But wait a second. This
Gonna get
pink
drunk on
drink is
pink
a
drink.
little small. Yes, more pink drink, ladies and gentlemen. The
mine.
second pink drink of the day.
That one's
This one
mine.
might go to Jen.
What the hell? I was like, this one's huge. What is this size?
That's the Trenta for a big man. A big, strong man. Two pink drinks.
They have bigger than a Venti.
That's a Trenta in your hand there, mister.
What the hell?
Hey, Jen gets to benefit from the second pink drink. Happy birthday, Jason. Pink drinks all around.
I didn't know I wanted a pink drink
gotta
until I
drink
saw Jason
faster.
get a pink drink.
Wow. That was great. Great segue. Jason,
Gabe went up and said, I need 15 pink drinks in
I've
all sizes.
no free pub, but they get free pub today. Wow, look at that. That segue. You can't plan that crap.
I mean, yeah, you can, and you did.
Great. I'm so happy that you're happy, Jason, on your birthday. And Jen got a pink drink!
It says 2 of 3.
What's it say? It's Starbucks propaganda. False. This is pink drink. That's not from Starbucks. Gabe made these in his basement. I don't know.
Geez.
There's probably a week's recommended amount. Hey, you know
He really
what?
did make
it's
it
his
with
birthday.
Pink paint and pink and bold titanium white.
Oh, wow. Somebody's asking, have you considered adding gemstone-style chromatic metallics to the range?
No,
Paint dry.
not really. There, colored metallics can be achieved with our metallic medium, so that you can do whatever you would like to do in that range with like the transparents and the metallic medium. You can do some amazing things. So we already have the ability to. Once you get into making, like one of our competitors just released that, and they have to release 60 colors for it to be relevant. And I just don't see that being a thing we'll do.
They made prison hooch in their basement? That's not the typical pink drink.
Gabe's got a bathtub full of pink drink.
Transparents are the first magic, then metallic medium. Yeah, metallic medium. I just tried that out for the first time the other week, and I freaking love it.
Wait, you just tried metallic?
That was the first time when I was doing those Sentinels. That was my first time trying metallic medium. I've seen Jason use it a bunch. I'm like, okay, I need to just try it. And that's crazy that I haven't tried it, but I did it with one step in blue and purple, and it was amazing.
Chat, what are we doing wrong here? I need some help, chat. What can I do better?
No, what are you talking about? Now, I've put it on a palette, but I've never used it in my project. I've tested it out and made mixes, but I've never had a project to do it for. Mo, thank you very much, mister. Can you combine them to make transparent metallic paints? Yes. You can take our transparents,
it's not going to be transparent anymore.
Well, what about taking our transparent paints and using
Making
them with metallics?
Colored metallic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan loves to do that. The gold, the red, and the gold. It's awesome. The
I always
rich
tell you,
gold.
the bronze and the transparent blue together are fantastic. They give you a really cool, deep sea green metallic it just looks great.
Oh.
Is he doing the finger right now?
No, I'm going to. Jason, what? I'm going to segue to the next little bit here. What did you learn this year, Jason?
This
birthday year. Yeah, what did you learn?
From last birthday to this birthday?
Yeah. Between now and last birthday, what'd you learn?
I learned that I thought I was hiring a top-rated producer.
Oh, hey, I told you I'm a 79.
But I only got a 79 out of it.
That's right. Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah, that felt a little let downish.
So you know what, Jason?
I tried.
There it is. There's two of these. This is a new sound box.
For Jason's birthday.
Mama Mia Sushi. Hey, that's my mom. Hey, happy birthday, Jason.
Thank you.
From Northern Arizona Woods. Yes, they're out in the woods.
Nice.
Shout out. What's going on, Mom? Hope you're having a good time.
I bet it's nice and cool.
Didn't you just get off a boat?
She
Out
did.
in the woods.
Now they're out in the woods. They're living it up.
The life.
Sandwich Bro, we asked not what chat can do for Chris, but what Chris can do for chat. That's right. Sandwich Bro, that is actually my job description. That's true. I'm here for Jason, period, to protect him from the slings, the arrows in which you chat fling all the time. I protect Jason.
He's the shield.
He doesn't shield me.
See,
from
Jen
anything.
gets it.
I don't know.
I get it.
No, she doesn't. She gets it. She's just on your side.
I get it because I've been in that seat.
That's right.
I know.
The torch glows bright. I hear knocking. What, Gabe? What? Gabe, what do you mean you hear knocking? Wait a second. 1 second. Do I have knocking? Who is it?
There's no doorbell.
Who is it? Oh my gosh, look at this. We got people.
It's a party.
No.
Come on in.
What is going on?
What's going? Oh my goodness. We have Ellie, Jose, and Bree. Oh my gosh, Bree.
The pink drink.
Bree, what do you have? The third round of gifts. Bree, what do you have for
At least
Jason?
They are getting smaller. So
What is it? Oh my gosh, another pink drink. Wow. Jason, happy birthday.
I have this many pink drinks. Jen, hold yours up. We have this
Look at
many
that.
pink drinks now.
Wow.
It's like a family of pink drinks.
I'm gonna drown.
Papa pink drink, mama
look at
pink
cards.
drink, baby pink drink.
I have
Wow.
cards. Do I read
Look at
them?
this. Yeah, sure. Why not? Open
read
it.
my
We've got
cards?
Jose. We've got Ellie.
I read my cards. I have a,
Come in,
it's a,
Jason.
it's a
What do you
koala
got?
Do you
drinking a
guys
pink
want to come
drink.
sit?
On,
Yeah, come sit
he's drinking a
for a
pink
little bit.
drink.
Come
I'm
sit
gonna
down.
assume it's a pink drink.
That's a pink
will
drink
get
On
for
a top
sure.
of a
Wow.
palm
Ellie, you can come
tree.
over here.
Oh no, I'm good.
Are you sure?
And it says,
Okay.
basically, you're the coolest.
Wow.
Basically.
Basically.
Basically. Who's
I
it
mean,
from?
This is from Ellie.
Ellie.
Can I read it all out on stream?
Yeah, absolutely.
Shout
I
out
don't
to
know if she
Ellie.
gets crazy.
So it's stream safe.
So it says, thanks for being such an awesome mentor and leader. It has truly
Aw.
been so great to join the crew at Monument to get to help your crazy, wacky ideas out to the world.
He does have
You bring
crazy
such
wacky
an
ideas.
authenticity and passion to what you do. It's incredible to see. Thanks for being
Aw.
the nerd that you are and having
The
the audacity to dream big and bring us all along. Thank you. That's awesome.
Aw.
That's awesome.
That's a good
Thank you.
card, Ellie.
Yeah,
Wow,
thank you
that's
for
so
being
nice.
along for the ride. That's awesome, Ellie. Thank you.
Ellie, shout out to Ellie.
Boss man, this must be Jose.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's one mixed up. Yeah.
The boss man thing. Bree's never been on stream.
Bree's never been on stream. Shout out.
She's,
I'm an
She's backed
extreme
up.
kind of guy. That makes it feel like I'm like an X Games kind of guy.
Aw,
Smart, funny, cool.
Nice.
Thank you, team. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Hey, happy birthday to Jason.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Who knew? You can come be on stream. Would you like to?
Hey,
be on
Bree.
stream? She doesn't want to be. She wants to hand.
No,
she wants
that's
to ban
okay.
Wyatt from off stream.
We tried.
All right. Ooh.
What'd you get?
I got crunchy mint cookie dark chocolate
Oh, we know how Jason
delicious.
feels about
Makes
dark
great.
chocolate.
It's the
Dark-
good, it's the good kind
and
of
crispy.
Good. Good call. Crispy? Can we break some of that out right now? What are we doing? We got pink drink. We got chocolate.
So my
Wow.
generosity is legendary
Oh, I see.
until there's chocolate in it.
Oh, I see. Wait a sec. I have too many buttons now.
limits is everything.
Oh yeah. There are limits to my generosity, and it usually cuts off right before crispy wafer dark chocolate. Although I did share because I got some great dark chocolate covered marshmallow thingies that are like a Polish.
Did you
treat.
bring them?
And I brought them home to Jen,
Oh,
and so I shared them with Jen.
I see.
Not you.
I see.
Sure.
And the
was
other
trying.
candy,
The other candy,
which
was
I
pretty
actually
good.
liked better.
Yeah, the
Oh.
milk
The marsh-
caramel
the-
is the only way I can call it. It's like
was really
whipped
good.
caramel. Or
Yeah, it was like
something
whipped
that. It's
caramel.
crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
So it wasn't
see.
Thank
chewy
you,
or gooey.
guys.
It was
Appreciate
Hey,
it.
like
absolutely.
light
Happy
and fluffy.
birthday, Jason.
Holy pink drink.
We got 3 pink drinks in the house.
I don't know
We
what
wanted
to
to
do.
make sure you had no empty time of no pink drink. We wanted to get them
That's a lot
hyped
of
up.
pink drink.
That's all
That's
right.
a lot of pink drink.
It's a lot of pink drink.
We didn't
I'm gonna
expect
be
you
on
to
a
drink it all,
sugar
but
high.
Seeing-
just in case if you were feeling a little
see
sassy.
tracers in the lights.
So
I
we're
think this is Jose's first time on
I was
stream.
just going to say, has
Jose,
been on
introduce
stream
yourself
before?
to
This
the
is Jose.
people. Bring that microphone up to you. We know yeah, there you go. Yeah, you got this. Jose, who are you?
I'm Jose.
There it is. Yes. It's Jose. Tell them who you are.
Yeah, so I joined Monument about 3 months. I'm
3 months
A
already.
little closer.
Director of operations.
Woohoo!
Yep. And so on behalf of the fulfillment team and the production, everybody else at the warehouse, happy birthday, Jason. It's awesome to be here.
Jason.
Thank you.
We're so happy.
Yeah, Jose holds things down over at Monument Warehouse.
That's right.
Yep, holding things down.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't let him fool you. Jose will take you out, though. You know. Don't let him fool you. He's a hidden strong man.
Yeah, I actually wanted to bring some more folks over, but they are
They're going for it.
They're
yes.
shipping your orders.
Yes, they are.
busy
It is
packing
bearded.
packages, trying to get them out.
Was his mic even on?
It was. He's a little quiet, but that's okay. It's his first time. Hey, but welcome in, Jose. Thank you so much for all the fulfillment stuff you guys are doing. Everybody, they're working hard at work. And we're going to
They
work hard
are.
at getting Jason to open this chocolate up here in about 10 minutes or so with all this pink drink. Stan says, "Oh God, I fear for Jose." Yes, we have been going crazy with the one-step orders, but yes, definitely guaranteed those are coming.
Yeah.
The fulfillment
Well-
team, Rob, thank you, Travel Sector. They really appreciate that.
Sandwich Bro said, "Whoever wrote the note on my order invoice, thank you very much."
Nice.
Pass that along. That people do like that.
Our fulfillment team, they really love writing those personal notes
Yeah.
to you guys just to make sure that you understand that we are
We're real people.
that
Yep.
We're here fulfilling your orders.
That's
and-
right.
And
We're real
happy
people.
to have you a part of the hobby nerd kingdom, right?
That's right.
It's funny because the more we automate everything, the more we have to remember, right, that you can't, because a lot of systems don't really allow for that. They're like, you get to a point where you're so automated, you're hands off,
Yeah.
and we don't ever want to be that. We got to remember who we're dealing with, where we came from. Very important to us.
Awesome.
Very important.
Well, cool. I really appreciate you guys coming over and hanging out. For all of you who don't know, Gabe is I don't think Gabe, why didn't you come in here, Gabe? I know you're over there, you little sack-filled baggins doing something. Hey, if you're not a part of our giveaway system, hit that link that I just put. We're going to be doing some giveaways here soon. Jason, what are we going to give away for your birthday, you think?
I got a pick.
I think it's a Hobbit birthday. I know you're not a Hobbit, but that's kind of the same thing, right?
What would be your version of the cupcakes?
Oh.
What would be my version of what?
The cupcakes.
Yeah.
The cupcakes that you said you never brought on your birthday to the class.
Oh.
Oh yeah, what's your version? We'll see how many giveaways we do, but what are we going to give away today?
I mean, we make a lot of really cool stuff.
We do.
What would be
a fitting Jason giveaway stream? Birthday, fun, win time. What would that? Don't listen to me. I just opened that door to.
Why are you talking to somebody out there?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Jason. Jason, what are we giving away? What's number one? Pale pink? How about 100 bottles of pale
100
drink.
pink?
bottles of pale pink.
No.
A lifetime
Drink
supply
pink.
of pale pink.
Oh my gosh, that would be ridiculous.
I feel like pale
What
pink
are we
has
gonna give
to
away,
be
Jason?
given away.
I opened that door to see if Gabe would come in, but he's like, I'm the man behind the curtain.
I think we'll start with because we were just talking about it. We'll start with the transparent set with some metallic medium.
Oh.
One bot tree beard, I swear. I
There's a lot of
swear.
noises happening in the
One
mic.
bottle for each of Jason's ears.
I see.
Oh, 100. No.
I swear.
It's Gabe.
He's not holding any more pink drinks, is he?
No,
Not
no,
yet.
no.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
bought you.
Metallics,
15
that's for
more.
sure what we need to give away right now.
Uh-oh.
What's that?
I said metallics, that's for sure what we need to
No,
give
just
away
the medium.
right
Just the
Metallic
medium.
sets?
At all.
now. No.
Just the metallic medium.
Transparent.
And transparents.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll give that away. I'll let you guys know. You know what? Here's what I will say to you all. I would don't tell me to shush. I would recommend to all of you out
What is
there.
going on over there?
You guys should go use the restroom right now because we might do a giveaway in the next 10-15 minutes and keep the party going. There
Take
you
your
go.
phone.
10-15 minute poop.
Here's your top and the bottom of the hour poop break.
It's the top of the hour.
It's the top and the bottom, technically, Jason.
It is not the top of the bottom of the hour.
Technically, it's always the top and the bottom of the hour.
That's not.
No, Mo, we will not be giving away a bathtub of news.
What I do with
You're in
you?
my bubble. What are you
No,
doing
we're both
here?
producing now.
Oh, God.
You have co-producers today.
See what I have to put up with, chat?
Do I have
Well,
like this
does
is almost
Jason
have
this
to
is
sit in
almost
here?
the whole producer.
What does this button do?
I wouldn't do it. No. That's where I draw the line. Don't press those buttons. No, Cox, you do not have to actually do this.
That's how you type it.
Okay, I got
That's
it.
not how you spell
Shut
that.
the front door. There it is. Exclamation mark giveaway is what I do, not you. That's all you have to do is hit that link right there, sign up, and we will get you into our little internet hat pool, whatever you want to call it, and we'll pick names. So that's how we do that. So if you're not familiar, that's all you have to do. And you only have to do that once
Yeah,
a year.
Faceman one time.
One time. That's it. Scorch, Chris, will you please read my last comment to Jason, pretty please? There's so many comments, Scorch. Say it again. Oh, here it is. The best gift is the one you've given us, Jason. An amazing community, friends, painting lessons, your time, amazing products. Thank you for giving us all that gift. Hey, Scorcher, thank you.
Scorch, thank you.
We do it all for you, all you crazy kids.
Scorch, thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you. It
we
doesn't mean a lot.
appreciate it.
It was so great being over in Poland. I had a tremendous amount of people, more than I could have ever imagined. People that, watch a stream
Yeah.
over in Europe and who came up and just wanted to shake my hand and say thanks for everything we do and, the training and all that and wish me a happy birthday. It really means a lot to me. So
Yeah.
thank you. It
Yeah.
really does. It's not taken lightly. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, we love doing this for you guys, and that's when we get those comments, we really know it rings true. So Scorched Earth, we thank you so much. You putting that in my ear? He's putting a touch of bronze in my ear. I've never been more violated in my entire life.
Touch of bronze, Chris.
Give
I
him
highly
give him
doubt
a
that.
wet willy.
I won't. That would be gross. With
Lick
my
the
own
touch of
touch of
bronze.
with my own touch of bronze. That's I don't know about that.
People used to pay me $20 to give Jason wet willies on stream.
Lady B,
I swear.
Lady
It's
B,
a true story.
Lady B Miniature says, "Thank you for bringing your products to Australia. You're blanking awesome, majestic human, and Jen, you're amazing. Happy birthday, love B. Hey,
Thank you.
Thanks,
so
Lady
much.
B.
Thank you.
Game delay. I was in the other room claiming a 3D print, but did I hear Chris call me a Sackville Baggins? That's right.
Yes.
I got to keep you all in line.
Yeah, he's
Hey guys, this was awesome. I think
Hey.
I'm gonna head out.
Hey, thank you, Jose, Bree, Ellie. Thank you for bringing more pink drink.
No more
guys,
though.
thank you.
Yes.
Tell the gang over there, thank you so much.
They were
and
hard
make
at
sure
work.
you tell them how much everyone appreciates. them.
Yes,
Yes.
please. They
Thanks
are.
everybody.
Yeah.
Bye.
And thank all of you for giving them a shout out too. Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Thank
See
you.
guys.
See you
Thank
guys
you.
tomorrow.
Take it easy. Jose, have a good one.
Thank you.
Look at that, Jason. The shenanigans continue.
Nick Pye said, I have proudly paid for Jen to give Jason a wet willy.
That's a big. That's
That used to be a thing.
Used to be a
and
thing.
if we'd have ever done the reporting, it probably made us more money before we started the Monument Hobbies thing than any other single
Yeah.
thing we did was wet willies on stream.
wow.
Every $20, it
Then-
would be like a wet willy thing.
We'll do wet willies for $1.2 million.
Yeah, it's
now.
$1.2 million
That's
now.
the-
That's inflation.
Price has gone up.
That's
That's
wet
inflation.
willy-flation.
Wet willy-flation.
Money. Mo says money well spent.
Yeah, Mo used to do those.
That's right. Lady B says, so Jason, are you 20 years old today? Basically, he's
Yeah.
Jason's a young whippersnapper.
This is almost my third 20-year-old birthday.
That's right.
Almost. I turned 56 on Saturday.
56? You don't look a
56.
day over 33. What was your
I had
number?
a lot of people tell me that I didn't look a day over 55.
Oh, I see. Those funny Polish. Bald man, I do it for free. Gross. Don't touch me. Bald man says, how much wet willy for Chris? I told you, $1.2 million. Mo, I remember when I was 50-ish.
50.
About a young
Mo's
56.
50-ish.
That's right. Jason, what is the key to living young, staying young, Jason? What is the key?
Paint
For-
little men.
There you go. That's it. That's all you have to do.
That's all you got to do.
Nature's remedy.
That's all you got to do. Well, it goes back to love the person in the mirror,
That's right.
right?
That's right.
Be your own biggest fan. Be your own biggest supporter. Always remember you can make bad decisions so long as you don't make them twice.
Hey, that's
Support yourself out of holes.
That's
the way to do it. I don't
There you
look a
go.
day over 50. You bastard.
Tribe the demon.
You know, if I were to dye my beard, remember the time I dyed my beard? It literally knocks like 20 years off.
Yeah.
I look like I'm in
Oh.
my 30s.
Get
again.
a little
It's crazy.
just for
You
men.
should.
It's crazy.
Put
Just
that
for
in
men.
there.
It's just it doesn't really work good on purely
Yeah,
silver
probably,
beards.
Yeah.
we're probably past that point.
It would be fun though. Bearded Ben says, forgot to say it with my sub notification, but happy birthday to Jason. So cool to see him doing this and seeing that this has grown to what it is, knowing from back in the slow fuse days
Thank you.
and
Yeah,
gaming.
isn't that crazy?
Wow. Hoping many years of success and joy. Keep being awesome.
Thank you.
Yes,
You keep
Riot
being awesome.
Maker.
Thank you for being part of the community. It means
Hey.
the world that people have stuck it out, right? Been part of this whole crazy thing Jen and I created, and keep coming back for more, and supporting what we do. It means
Yeah.
the world. It
Yeah.
really does.
Mm-hmm.
It's huge. People don't understand how huge.
Someone had asked for Jason to give his elevator pitch over, or like why they should buy Pro Acryl over other brands.
Yeah, we got that the other day. What's your elevator pitch, Jason, for Pro Acryl over other paints in general?
Well, all I can talk about is my experience, because we created Pro Acryl based off of my experience painting. And I've been painting for, good God, I've been saying, we just say over 45 years, okay? And in that time, the one thing that I found out, I like to think of myself as a fairly critical thinker. And so I look at what I'm doing and what the big hassles are. If I feel like I'm like something's pushing back, there's some sort of pressure in the system, I try to figure out what the problem is. And with painting miniatures and models of all types, I came from the scale modeling background, and in painting models of all types, the biggest issue for me was always the amount of time that I had to paint versus the amount of time it felt like I was really getting valuable painting done. And it was kind of a 50-50. It felt like if I took 3 hours to paint, only about an hour and a half was spent really achieving painting and enjoying the painting. The other half of it was messing around with my paints, trying to figure out how to make the tools that I had paid money for actually work. And so Pro Acryl was built from ground up to be the tool that just works, so that any of the pressure in the system is just you needing to learn how to use the tools in different ways to achieve what your goal is. So if you want to learn non-metallic metal, or you want to get better at skin tones and all that, your paint is never going to be the problem. It's always going to be figuring out how to use paint, new techniques, new ways to thin and airbrush, and new tools to use. But the paint will never be the part that holds you up, right? It will do what you need it to do. That's what we built Pro Acryl to do. That's what it does. I use it on stream every day to prove that. We do it live. There's no filter. There's no editing. It all just happens. And it's because the paint allows me to never, you don't see me over here much. I load the brush up and I put it on the model.
Yep.
And most of the questions that are generated in chat stem from that. They go, hey, I'm noticing you're able to do this for much longer than I can. Why is that? Well, a lot of it's the tool. The Pro Acryl tool just works better in the way that we formulate it, in the way that we do it old school as far as how we make the paint. It's not, digital color mixing. It's not using hex codes or RAL codes or any kind of standardized deal. It's just taking pigments and putting it together, and taking really, really high quality pigments and making artistic paint.
Yeah.
That's meant for three-dimensional surfaces. So, it's built for what we use it for. It's not trying to fill a pothole that we dug ourselves. It actually fills the problems that you're going to encounter while painting.
Yeah.
That's the biggest pitch I can give you. I made the tool I wanted to use. And hopefully by seeing me use it and seeing my painting, you see that it is a very beneficial tool. Because now when I spend 2 hours painting, I spend 2 hours painting, minus the setup time. So really the only time I lose is figuring out the paints I want to use, cleaning the airbrush, right? That other ancillary time that you have to do, and just working up the tools. But then once the paint is out and done, you're painting, and you're getting to enjoy your painting more and more and more.
That's a great pitch.
Not really a pitch, just the truth. I need to say, well, I met you all a year ago when I started taking miniature painting seriously. Y'all changed your entire world and your wife's world. Awesome, Frigid. Awesome. When you finally got your setup to be easier to put up and take down, and have painted more in the past few days than the past 3 months, that's incredible. Awesome.
That's cool.
Even better.
Hey.
Like I said, my whole world has always, because prior to doing slow fuse gaming and then turning into Monument, I did not have lots of time to paint. I was like everybody else. I had a job.
Yeah.
I would fit painting in where I could steal an hour or two here and there, or maybe on a weekend I'd steal a block of time to go paint. But I didn't just paint all day. It's never really been part of my life since I was like an early teenager, where I could sit around after school and do it all the time.
Yeah.
It's always been trying to figure out the whole of time to fit this hobby into. And when doing so, you need it to be able to be the time spent that you want it to be.
Right.
So your tool should never work against you. If you went out and bought a table saw that only spun at half speed until you stuck your tongue out and lifted it up or thinned it with water, you wouldn't use that table saw. You'd go buy a better table saw. And so that's what Pro Acryl is, just a better tool.
Yeah. Hey, Captain Mandarings, big shout out to Kyle,
Awesome.
UKGE over the weekend. Yes.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Kyle's
Kyle's
great.
over there. Why a glass palette over a wet palette?
Spencer, I don't prefer a wet palette. I can use a wet palette just fine. I don't like them for anything other than when I'm mixing a lot. A wet palette might be better if I was mixing these two colors for the entire session. Then a wet palette would be better. But normally, what I would do is I just mix it in a cup, right? Because if I mix it in a cup, it won't dry out as fast as it will on the palette because it's a lot more liquid. It's like why a lake doesn't dry up as fast as a puddle, right? So if you can mix a lot, then you get a lot less dry or a lot more time before it cures. But a dry palette makes sure that the paint is always the way you started it with, whereas a wet palette is constantly diluting your paint. And so after a few minutes on the wet palette, the paint is no longer the way it came out of the bottle. It's thinner. And for a lot of hobby paints, that doesn't matter because you need to thin them in order for them to work. So the wet palette in general in our hobby is used as a fix for tools that don't work. And isn't really being used for its actual benefit. With Pro-Acryl, it's ready to use out of the bottle. You don't need to thin it anymore unless you want it to lower the opacity. And so a dry palette works just great.
Hey, all. Valkiv says, I'm currently painting in Cogport like a box art, and I'm having trouble finding a color for cream-looking wood. Any suggestions? Cream-looking wood.
Cream-looking wood.
Like ash wood? Cream-looking wood?
I don't know the box art for that model, but like a pale, sun-dried wood or just a pale ash kind of a color would be easy to work up through something like khaki and ivory blended together. You might do a base of like dark umber into like a yellowish tone is generally much better for that. So something like khaki.
Oh, that wood. Okay.
Let me see. Can you get me a bigger picture?
Yeah. There it is. That cream wood.
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah.
It's
So
almost like raw oak.
yeah, exactly. So on that, you could use something like dark orange brown would be a great color to start with.
Mm-hmm.
And then dark orange brown with ivory is going to get you there, right? Again, a yellowish undertone. And then for the darks, like I mentioned before, you could use something like just dark umber, right? So base it with dark umber, then go over it with like dark orange brown, and then start mixing the dark orange brown and the ivory. If you didn't really want to mix all that much, you could go to, caramel brown and then ivory, and that could get you there too.
Nice. That would be perfect. Stan says, I was struggling to find motivation to paint last year. This stream has helped me so much. I've always tried and at least get 2 hours of painting along stream. Nice.
Awesome.
We love to hear that. And I finished more models in
awesome.
26.
That's great.
Thank you, Stan. We appreciate
oh, wow,
that.
That's awesome.
And that Chai Cat says, I've been watching your streams for a little over a year now.
Fantastic.
Even beyond the education, your positivity and joy comes through so much each stream. I wouldn't be half the painter I am this become in the last year without you and the community here. Appreciate you. Happy birthday, Jason.
Thank you,
Aw.
freaking.
Thank all of you for
so
these
much.
beautiful.
That's awesome. Thank you.
We really appreciate those comments.
Yeah, the whole idea is, we do what we love. I definitely do what I love, which is to kind of spread the joy of this hobby around. It has meant so much to me throughout my life, even in the times where it wasn't something that you really talked about because, your friends would look at you funny. That you do what? I come from the days before it was cool to be a nerd. And, so there's been times where it was just something that was very private. And I didn't really tell people what I did. And I needed it to be that. I needed it to be the thing that, hey, just leave me alone. I'm going to go paint. I don't need the rest of the world involved in my painting. It was still just something really cool for me. So regardless of how you want to use it, whether it's something that you want to make sure that you can do with your friends or something you just want to do in a room with the door closed to kick the world out, I try to present it in a way all the time that it can be shown to you in a way that you can use to the best of your ability. And to however you need it. So thank you for noticing that. It works a ton.
Shadowcast says, okay, so I've gone dark green brown to beige gray. Now I'm hunting for a final highlight. I'm thinking pale yellow, or do you think that might be too bright?
Your brightest color right now is beige gray? Oh,
yeah.
Tell me I didn't just wipe a brush stroke across this guy.
Beige gray.
So beige gray is your brightest color.
Ooh.
Ivory's a really big jump. It would be something that would give it a lot of shine, kind of like what you see me doing here, with bright ivory over the faded green. Because the first highlight I did with faded green, and then the bright ivory is giving it the punch of that non-metallic look, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of where you'll go if you start using bright ivory.
You
I think on top of
Shadowcast
this,
said pale yellow.
huh?
Pale yellow.
Pale yellow.
Oh, he wants to use pale yellow.
Well, he said now I'm.
I think
Thinking
pale yellow
pale
is
yellow.
kind of. I mean, that's going to be a big color shift, but it would work.
Okay.
Dark ivory is also very good, right? Kind of similar value as pale yellow, but it depends on if you want it in that brownish tone. I think dark ivory works really well.
It's a cloth uniform. Okay.
It just really, it doesn't matter. Whatever. If it's cloth, you just don't want to take too big a jump in brightness. You don't want this kind of shine unless the cloth is like satin, right? Or something that is got a very big punch of reflectiveness to it.
Yeah.
Metal woven into it. So I think like, dark ivory would work really well. Even something like bone would work really well. Bone would desaturate even more into the grays. So those colors I think are both really good. This color with pale yellow gets a little bright.
Yeah.
But I do like the color shift. I really like a hint of yellow in the highlights, especially if it's like outdoorsy, because it gives it the idea of a little bit of a sun-kissed shine to it. So it could work if you mix the two of them together first and do a highlight, and then finish with pale yellow. Could work.
The contest question: does a horse count as a vehicle? Says Bakamaru.
No.
We had many conversations yesterday, Jason, about what is technically a vehicle
Not a horse.
in people's lives.
A horse is a horse.
A horse is a horse,
Of
but is it a
course.
vehicle?
No.
Are your shoes a vehicle?
No.
See, this is why we need Jason. We got into heavy, hot debates yesterday about what are vehicles. Because somebody's like, "Well, what about roller skates?"
A horse
I'm
is a conveyance.
Oh, that's a
Not
$15
A vehicle
word.
is a conveyance, but a vehicle is
like a motorized
motorized vehicle is what we're talking about.
motorized.
Philip says, if a horse is pulling a carriage, is that a vehicle? Oh, see that's a question. Is
The
it?
carriage could technically, the horse-drawn carriage could be considered a vehicle for sure, because it does have a motive, power in the horses. But just jumping on the horse, I don't consider that a vehicle.
There you go. What about would a portal count as a vehicle?
No.
Oh,
No. Why are we having this discussion?
there's a lot of vehicle questions.
Everybody knows what we meant.
Like no.
I don't even know what we're talking about. Did you guys make a new...
Yes, the
we
game-
did. I know what we talked about
Yes.
because we had already discussed what the next
the
monthly
June
challenge would be. Yeah,
is
we'd already figured
vehicles.
that out. Yeah, so it's vehicles. So no, horses are not vehicles.
Somebody was mentioning, we were mentioning that tacos are technically a vehicle for meat to your mouth. Tacos.
Oh my God.
See, that's where we got yesterday. We're so glad Jason's back. Hey, and speaking of Jason being back, it's a giveaway day. We have Jen. We have so much pink drink. It's a big, just wonderful day today, chat.
I'm wondering why I didn't stay in Poland after that.
No, we're glad you're back. Here we go with the giveaway link. If you're not a part of our giveaways,
Better hanging out with kids all day.
that's true.
We're here.
It feels like
Did it change?
it
Much-
feels
much
like
the
it
same.
didn't change a whole lot. You guys just aren't spilling paint everywhere that I have to clean up. That's the only difference.
I should be doing
Yet.
that. I should be flinging
Yet. Oh God.
Please
Please don't do that.
Chris is a vehicle through which chat speaks on stream. See, bald man, what is a vehicle? Hey, if you are not aware, we do a giveaway every week. If you are new here, hit that link that I just put in there. All you have to do is sign up once, and your name goes into a pool of people. And the first we're gonna start the giveaway here in a little
Is
bit.
the pool of people like one of those
pool of
techno
people.
dance clubs that in the summer in Scottsdale where
You've been into house music, right?
I'm taking a dive into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I asked him when he told me. I asked him if I needed to get him a whistle.
We gotta
He said
get you a
That was her
whistle.
first question. Should I get you a whistle?
It's like, are you going to start going to raves? Do you need a whistle?
It was
Yeah,
like
we're gonna get you going.
as soon as I discovered this song, I said, "Guess what?" I was
He
so
said
excited
he was
to tell
very
her.
excited.
She was not excited.
Craig's, yes, I will sling.
I think I said I don't hate it.
Yeah, you said you don't hate it.
We don't hate it.
Wouldn't be my first choice.
The
but
first giveaway
I
we're
didn't
gonna
hate
do
it.
is going to be transparent set with metallic medium. And then once we start the giveaways, who knows what will happen. It's Jason's birthday. Yes, a couple days ago, technically. But we're celebrating today. So we're glad you're all here celebrating with us. Is cereal... Oh, no, we're not going to get into that. Nutrimenta, we're not going to get into the whole cereal is soup debate. What is a vehicle? Black Wolf, you don't need to do exclamation mark giveaway. I do for you. Look at that. We're... Oh,
Oops.
I misspelled it. Right. There we go. That's what we meant to do. And I almost did it again. Here we go. Hey, there it is. That's why it's on a 5-minute timer.
Keyboard is
We're so
challenged.
excited for you all to get a beautiful set. Who's going to win? We don't know. But here's what I will have to say. You have to be here, and you have to say your name. And we have a very scientific way of making sure we know who gets it. You can't pull the wool over my eyes. Well, Chris, that's my name. Doesn't work like that. So get ready.
Chris is the fun police. He will catch you.
That's right. That's exactly correct. How many lasagnas is too many? Many lasagnas.
I don't know that there's a limit.
There's no limit to lasagna. I have a Glock. Does a monster that carries dude count as a vehicle? All right, you sack-filled Bagginses. Ask Gabe. Ping Gabe.
Don't ask Gabe.
Pikmin, you don't need to do exclamation mark giveaway. All you have to do is hit this link right here. Making sure you sign up. And if you've already signed up this year, you're already in there. Has there been any instance where Little Billy, no, because you're all very trustworthy, loyal, and helpful. Nobody is lying, which is actually surprising to me.
If you put lasagna on top of another lasagna, you still only have one lasagna.
It's just a
That's
multi-layer lasagna. at that
Yeah,
point.
technically.
It's already a layered dish. It's just
Banscar.
layered more. It's just a taller lasagna.
How many lasagnas? Never mind. We're not getting into that. I just need to stop myself. Flapjack says, can't believe it's Jason's birthday and all chat got him was the dumbest questions about what a vehicle is. No! These are great questions, Flapjack. These are good. What is a vehicle? Wait, did Chris just say that chat is trustworthy? Tech Badger, I take that back
Yeah,
immediately.
no, he's about to take it back.
You're liars. Yeah, so you all you little tricksters, I know if you're lying to me. So don't try it. You like that? Sorry. Don't you try it. That's right. I'm watching you.
Sackville Bagginses.
That's right.
Bald man said, I already pooped last warning, Chris. At this point, I might need to go again with how much time has passed.
What are you
might
talking
need
about?
to go to
That
the
I just
doctor.
told you.
It has not been that long.
I say that all the time. You just need to use the restroom before
Take your phone with
giveaways.
you.
I give
You watch on your phone. You have the means.
technology. It's
You
not
have
like you're
the thing
talking.
that you can take with you wherever you want.
That's right. And for
Just
all
don't
of
drop it.
for all of you who know that, I give you plenty of time. Sasquatch says, so if pizza is a walking lasagna, what if your lasagna, pizza, lasagna? Okay,
Who said pizza's a walking lasagna?
I don't know.
It's not.
These crazy kids. I don't know about you, Seth Squatch Paint.
Sam Squanch.
Sam Squanch. Stan, my wife banned phones from the bathroom. Okay. Hey, Stan, that is a personal thing. Just
You're
go
gonna have
use
to have her
the
make an
restroom.
exception, and you can tell her I said that.
Bald man,
How
get
does
it
she know
fixed.
what you're doing in the bathroom? Do you
Get
not
it
close the door?
fixed.
Whoa, cameras.
Woo. Bald
Cameras.
man, if you've got problems, go seek out a doctor.
Cameras.
I give you a 5-minute warning. That's right. We'll give you your 5-minute warning for all of you kids that think we're not going to do that.
Well, but you did this 25 minutes ago, Chris.
Well, I wanted to give them advance warning so that when we get to the
You gave
giveaway,
him a 10-minute warning at 3
I think
o'clock.
Gabe
That's
did,
true.
didn't he? Or
I
was
don't
that
know.
you?
We'll blame it on Gabe. I'll tell you guys
At
when
3
we're doing the
o'clock, he
giveaway.
gave you a 10-minute warning, so I'm on your side, chat.
Oh no! I
That's
did
true, 'cause
technically.
we did, yeah,
I
we
meant
did say
I
the
meant
top
to
of the
say a
bottom of the
longer
hour.
warning. I didn't mean the. You know what I mean, chat. Go to the bathroom.
They don't.
We're gonna have you do the giveaway here in a little bit. So be patient, chat. That's what I meant to say. You guys know this doesn't change. 3:45. Lumberjack's in here. He'll tell you. You should be here because you love us, chat, not because we give you fun, win-win prizes on Jason's birthday. Right, Jason?
Damn Skippy.
That's right. You should be here because you want to be here, not just because we give away amazing things. Why not both? Tapple Jackson, that is a valid
You should be here
statement.
because I paint the same color for 2 hours.
That's right. Dad's Hobby Studios, don't tease my bladder like that. Can't. A 5-minute warning can't last more than 10. You should seek out a doctor. Jason says, hey, it's my birthday too, and my name is Jason too. Hey, happy birthday.
Winner, winner.
Technically, it's not Jason's birthday today.
Technically. It's his birthday month?
No, it's not.
Well, that's difficult when your birthday is the second to the last day of the month.
Hydro, yes, we definitely do. And hey, but that's the thing. Your birthday is when you say your birthday is.
Mine
That's
is?
That's not really how that
That's
works.
not how it
General.
works.
Your
I've been
birthday-
told my whole life that's not how that works. And now
Technically-
you're just this revelation comes up when I'm 56.
It's
I've
my
lost
birthday.
56 tries at this.
I'm just saying, you can have a birthday week, you can have a birthday month, whatever you want to do.
Birthday month equals month of giveaways? Well, yes.
We technically-
one every week
That's
of the
right.
month.
Great. See, Jen knows what's going on. That's a great segue, Jen. We have a giveaway coming soon, and by soon I mean today. Yes, Jabe, you can technically have a birthday year, okay? Everybody calm down. This is a painting stream, not a birthday extravaganza stream. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Hey, and you don't even need to do exclamation mark giveaway.
I don't know what's going on,
Full of
chat.
bammer.
I have no idea what's going on.
It's his birthday. Technically, every day's your birthday. Yeah.
I have literally been gone, and I just returned to this like you did.
We're so happy
So,
that you're back,
I really
Jason.
apologize
Tomorrow, I promise
for all
that
this nonsense.
we will be harsh business.
All business tomorrow.
Harsh, serious painting business.
What?
That's right. What if my birthday already happened last year, says Little Billy. Little Billy, you're banned. I don't know what to do. You're fired. You're banned.
Is he fired or banned?
T. Schmid says, pretty sure Chris doesn't know what's going on either. T. Schmid, you are so far from the truth, it's not even funny. I am the beautiful ship that is captained by Jason, which floats upon you.
What?
The ocean. No, we're not getting Jason dilly bars. We already did that experiment. We learned.
He
We
was
learned.
disappointed. He was
Yeah, there's
very
nothing
let
good
down
about
by
those damn
all the
things.
hype.
Literally nothing good about them. They taste like a chemical spill.
You know what, though, Jason?
No.
You know what
You
doesn't...
tell me, though.
Do you know what doesn't taste like chemical
Oh,
spills?
here we go.
Pink
Do
drink?
you know
Paint
what...
drink?
Do you know what is one of the best things on this planet Earth
Oh,
that-
wait a minute.
that is in resemblance of liquid that is pink? Gabe, where's Gabe? Gabe's got another
God,
something
you
for Jason. What is this? Oh,
Shot glass
it's
of
a
pink
shot of
drink.
pink drink. Wow.
Look at you got a little. What's that little?
It's literally a
It's a
Starbucks.
shot of pink
it's literally
drink.
a Starbucks.
They
pup
put
cup.
that in there for us.
I got a
Shout
pup
out
cup.
to Bucks of the
pup cup
Stars.
of
A
pink
pup
drink.
cup of pink drink.
Wow, the final one. Gabe, what do you have to say?
Jason, happy birthday. Thank you for everything. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Shots.
Hey, yo. Yeah, whoa.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Jason. He did a shot of pink drink. Ladies and gentlemen,
Terms of service broken.
we could have. I didn't think this bit would go. This is the best.
That's great.
I
Ladies
do
and
love that
gentlemen.
it started out gigantic and then they got progressively
Oh
smaller.
my god! I had no idea there was something bigger than a venti.
Thank you, Gabe.
Only for stuff like this. They don't put coffee in that one. I don't think.
Gabe had to make special requests.
Thank you for sharing a pink drink with me. It was
Yes.
delicious.
Hey, thank you.
Would you
Mine's
like another
gone.
one,
Oh, thank you.
We have a lot of pink drink today.
Chris? Would you like a pink drink?
No, that's all for you, Jason. I said to myself today,
Except this one.
except for that one, we knew we'd have some overflow, just in case.
Some?
I wanted to make sure that you didn't go without pink drink on your birthday.
Why, thank you.
Hey, he's
You can
using
get a Trenta
purple.
iced coffee. I didn't think that they did that.
Oh yeah, they do it, man.
Oh,
You
I
can
thought
go
it was only like
big.
tea and
Nah, you can go Trenta anything.
Ugh.
Sometime.
Trenta? This is making words
Trenta.
up now.
Trenta.
I don't think
you
these
wanna?
have caffeine in them.
Wanna Trenta? Don't
Yeah,
you
anything
wanna?
that has caffeine that comes in a cup that big, you're screwed.
Wanta Trenta?
It's the strawberry acai.
Yummy, yummy,
and
yummy.
coconut
It's
milk, I
mostly
think.
ice. That's how they get you.
Mostly ice. Yeah.
Hey, but that link that just came up, hit that link. We're going to do a giveaway here very soon. The first giveaway that Jason is going to do is a transparent set with metallic medium. Make your own transparents. That's what that set is. I'm sorry, make your own metallics is what I meant to say. Ooh. And royal purple on that blade, right?
That's what royal, yeah. It's royal purple. Right now. I'm just
Mojo.
playing around. I'm playing around with color.
I've also asked a few questions over a few streams, but thinning my paints and getting chalky results. How do we avoid chalkiness, Jason? What a great question.
Less moisture and fewer layers. You are overwetting your paint and not taking enough of the fluid off of your brush if your paint is getting chalky when you're applying thin layers. So what you need to be doing is wicking more paint off. So when I paint very thin, you'll notice that my thumb palette, I'll take a lot of the fluid off of it here, and then I'll go over to the model and start applying the paint so where it doesn't flow all over the surface. That's the biggest thing you have to watch out for. Multiple, because number one, if you're applying that many coats of a thin paint, you're going too thin generally. You shouldn't be glazing in more than, say, 3 layers.
That explanation was for everyone else, Mojo.
Yeah, I got myself. Okay, Mojo
Chris
said
didn't read the rest of it.
the rest of it is I got myself the glaze and wash medium, which is working wonders. I'm still getting used to thinning it down the right consistency, but I'm getting there with practice. Yeah, but still, that's
awesome.
That's definitely a big.
Sorry they didn't read me the whole thing.
No, I'm sorry, Mojo.
I only have a C+ producer. So.
Somebody also, but that's the thing. People ask that question all the time. So that question does stem into a larger problem of the world, and that is
it is a very common question.
The dreaded chalkiness.
Yeah.
But Mojo, I'm glad you're working on it. Practice makes perfect.
100%.
Mojo says you're all A-rated for me. No free pub. I'm a 79, a hard 79.
Practice makes progress.
Oh,
There's no perfection.
That's why we have Jen here. That's why you guys get a real producer on Fridays.
Perfection feels very difficult to achieve. Progress is what you're after.
B- at least. No. Naiku, no. Sandwich Bro, as my former band teacher taught us, practice makes permanent. You know what? Every time I think of a band teacher, I think of that movie. The guy with the drums.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I never saw that movie, but I know who you're talking about.
Oh, my gosh. I'm drawing a huge brain fart. You all know what I'm talking about. Whiplash. Thank you.
Whiplash.
Yes. That's what I'm thinking. Not quite my tempo. I have been seeing that PS1 version of that coming out lately, which is silly. Whisking the paintbrush before touching the model was a big help for me, says Danger.
100%. It will fix so much of what ails you when painting with thin paint, but literally with any paint. I take paint off when I'm doing layering a lot of times because you can just wind up with way too much paint on the brush. And when you go to touch the model, you get lots of paint you don't know what to do with.
Yeah. It's funny, but I'm trying to think, is that sword an energy sword, Jason, or is it purple metal, or is it glowing purple? What does Tao have?
Yes.
Is it like big power energy sword?
I don't know.
I'm
just playing with color.
I guess it's more of a big metal sword because it has these little inner worky things. I don't know. It's a Tao thing. Jason, why did you decide purple? That's a trick question. He likes purple.
I don't really know. I had Royal Purple was the base for the model.
Oh, right.
So I just started with royal purple to bring this back up to kind of the same starting point that everything else was at.
Right. It's a grape-flavored sword. That's one way to put it. A grape-flavored sword. Because purple is fun, Chris. I know. Frigid, before I go to the shower, our previous winner... no, technically, Frigid, those are only in the quarterly giveaways and the big one. So technically, no. If you've already won this year, we put your name back in the hat for the big giveaways. But no, if you've already won, we move on to the next one. But if many thousands of you decide to not respond in chat, we won't have a choice. But hey, last time it was 2. We got them in 2, Jason.
Well, that's
Nice.
good.
So, no, not yet, Fetty, but great segue. If I was you, I would go use the restroom.
For the 18th time,
For the
because he
18th
told
time.
you for 45 minutes ago
I'm finding
that he
that
was doing a giveaway at 3 o'clock.
I'm finding that
He told us he was doing
That
a
I'm-
giveaway at the bottom of the top of the hour.
no, what I meant is that we were doing a giveaway at the top and the bottom of the hour, which is technically 3:45, which is the bottom of the hour. That's
how
what
it
I
works,
should
but
have said.
What? That's
it's not
We
how
don't
it
ask questions here. We just give stuff away. No, I misled you, chat. But guess what? Here's your 5-minute warning for the first one, because we are going to start it a little bit earlier, Jason, because it is getting to that time. That's the side.
that's the side of the hour.
Flapjack, that's why we love you. T. Schmidt, who knows how long we'll go? We might go for 8 hours. We might go for only for 15 more minutes. Who knows? But here's your 5-minute warning on the first one. Here's your 5-minute warning.
Bagamaru said, at this point, Chris has told me to use the restroom so many times I have a Pavlovian response to him saying it.
No!
Yeah, he's been rug pulling you the entire
Old
time.
man's boss is wondering why he's been in the bathroom for nearly an hour.
Okay, all of you just need to not use the restroom during streams going
Nothing
forward.
left to give.
Oh my goodness. I've led you astray, chat. I've led you
You
all,
really did. I don't understand
astray.
what's going on today.
I've led you all astray. I misspoke. You all know we're going to do a giveaway here though here in a little bit.
I've been sitting on the toilet for 40 minutes now. I can't feel my legs. What have you done to me?
Yeah,
I'm
right?
sorry. People were coming in. I had the pink drink
The
bit.
needles!
I had the pink
We've had a
drink
lot of
bit.
pink
There
drinks.
there
You'd
was
think
I
we would have
didn't-
to be going to the
the
bathroom.
cards, the chocolate. You guys, give me a break. There was people in here. I'm trying to run this ship. It's tough, man.
Yeah, I have that same big side. Chad.
I'm doing my best, man. Here we go. Hurry up and go to the bathroom. Just do what you need to do, chat. We're gonna be pulling some giveaway stuff, so get ready. Jason, what are we giving away first? Remind the people.
I don't remember.
It is a transparent set with
in
metallics.
metallic
Make your own
medium.
metallics.
Metallic, the whole metallic set or the metallic medium?
The medium with the transparent set.
Yes.
That's what we're doing.
Okay.
The pink drink is getting to him, says Jabe.
To me,
That's right.
it isn't the pink drink that's the problem.
It's me.
Chris didn't have any pink drink.
I didn't. That's right. I needed to make sure our captain had enough pink drink today.
Well, I got enough pink drink.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir, he did. Oh, my goodness, with the pink drink. 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning here.
Pink drink.
I'm getting
Pink.
my
Pink.
algorithms and beep boop bop boops.
Not pink
ready.
drink.
Getting my beautiful setup here. Here's your 1-minute warning. Are you sure 2 minutes? Yes. Black Wolf, if you're really timing it like that, I don't know. I can't help you.
Double T, yes, it is. It's you literally just go and say pink drink and they make this for you. And it's
It's a beautiful
quite
concoction.
refreshing.
The strawberry coconut weirdness.
Strawberry, acai, and coconut milk. I believe is the recipe. And then they put little strawberries in it as well, like freeze-dried strawberries. It's good.
Yep. All right, Jason.
Can you zoom in so people
Yeah.
can actually see what I'm doing, Chris? Thanks.
I can zoom in just for you. Look at that. That's beautiful. Jason, that's looking great. That's faded ultramarine?
Faded ultramarine into
With
royal purple.
Royal purple.
That's all I'm
Okay.
doing.
All right, Jason.
Giveaway is open to the UK as well, yes?
Yes. Yep. It's open to all. All right.
They do not burn the pink drink, but they do burn their coffee. Yes.
We are about to announce the winner. Jason, are you ready?
No, I'm not.
Jason, are you ready?
No, I'm not.
The winner
Drinkity.
of the transparent set with the metallic medium for birthday fun is Bandman. Bandman 2288. Bandman, we know
Band
you.
Or bald.
No, it's not Bald Man.
Okay. Like, was that a typo, bald man?
I don't think so. No. We know Bandman. There's a Bandman. Bandman, you're in here. But you have to be here. We move pretty quick, Bandman. Wait, I need to wash my hands. You guys in this bathroom. Bandman. No, I did not Bandman. Bandman. What's the name again? Bandman.
Band, B-A-N-D.
But we go pretty quick. Hey, Mondo, thank you so much for that
Bandman
sub.
is here.
Bandman. Yep, there you are. Bandman, I know.
Got it in one.
Bandman. Wow.
What?
That's dope.
First one?
Bandman.
It's a birthday miracle.
It was a birthday miracle. I will take it.
Bandman. Hit up Gabe. Jabe.
We don't normally tell people to use the bathroom this much.
Yes.
But on giveaway days, we like to give people a warning so that they can do their business and then get back in time
Bandman.
for the giveaway,
congratulations.
because we move pretty quickly. And if you don't call out your name and say, I'm here, when we announce you as the winner, then we move on.
That's right.
And we have had people say, I was in the bathroom. So
what
now
can
we
do?
give a warning.
That's right. That's
We've
why I
learned.
have so many bathroom warnings. But hey, Bandman, congratulations. Jason, should we do more?
Yes.
Oh!
Jen has to figure it out, though.
Jen,
Oh,
what would Jen
no.
give away?
I don't know what we have. Good
We
stock
have-
of.
what could we do? Jen, what would be your let's do like a Jen set.
Well,
Oh,
I
that'd be
mean,
great.
What
What'd you say?
paints? Yeah, what paints would you do?
you like I have to pick individual paints? Can I just say I
can
like
do
I
a
love all
set.
the colors
You can
in the
put
Rogue
whatever
Hobbies.
you want together, babe.
Yeah,
I
you
like
can
the
do
colors
whatever
in the
you want.
Rogue Hobby set. Those are like my,
A rogue.
you know,
We could do
those
a rogue
bright,
set.
vibrant,
Let's do
pretty
it.
colors.
I love that. If you're not familiar with the Rogue Hobby set, it's amazing.
Yep.
All you need is that set in black and white, and you pretty much have every
Let's do
color.
that set in black and white.
I like it. Look at that team. Check this out. All right, everybody.
I could give my empty pink drink up.
The pink drink. Okay.
As an added bonus.
As an added bonus, you get the
But
pink
wait,
drink.
don't act now.
All right. The winner of the Rogue, and like I said, you got to be here. We're going to keep moving. The winner of the Rogue Hobby set with black and white is Matthew Hengler. Matthew Hengler. That's a noticeable name. Matthew Hengler. Are you there?
You said that like I was supposed to go dun dun.
I was.
Dun, dun, dun.
I thought you were going to do that. Matthew Hengler. And wait to say your congratulations until we have it, just so that we can see. Hengler, I barely know her. Matthew Hengler, are you there? Oh, hey, there you go,
Oh,
YouTube.
look at that,
Yeah, let's
doing
go.
It is. It's a birthday miracle.
It's awesome.
Congrats,
Matthew.
That's crazy.
Matthew, we see you
that
over there
never
on
happens.
YouTube. We see you. We see you over there on YouTube. Hit up at Jabe at Monument in our Discord. If you're not a part of our Discord, hit us up. Boom, 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 boom. In Discord right here. It's the little @ Jabe. That.
Jabe.
Yep.
Like Gabe, but with a J.
Go hit him up on our Discord. White, blue. Matthew, thank you. That's wow.
2 in a
Jason,
row.
This
That's
doesn't happen.
It's crazy. Yeah.
It's a birthday miracle.
Absolutely
It's
crazy.
a
Jason,
birthday
are we going to do
miracle.
one more?
I think we should.
Wow. Jason, what is the last thing we're going to give away? What do you think? What do you think, Jason?
This grande pink drink.
That's a Trenta
That's a
in your
Trenta.
hand there. Oh, there's another grande. That's
Oh,
right.
there is a grande.
We
That's
did
right.
another one. This one.
He's getting loose on pink drink.
Floating. I got a pee so bad I can taste it.
Oh my goodness. What are we giving away, Jason? He's thinking. Hold, everybody. Hold your applauses. Hold.
We could give away the colors I'm doing the sword in.
We could. We could.
Let's think about this.
How about all the
think,
pinks?
I think
We could. That's a good idea, Jen.
what?
All the
all
pinks.
the pinks.
Every pink that we
Pink drink.
Oh God, a set of pink.
Oh my gosh, that's what the people want.
No.
What are you thinking, Jason?
Could we do? Yeah, could we do like a build your own bundle? Like they get 8 colors of their choice.
Yeah, I really think that would be great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
let's
a great.
do. But
Choose your birthday present.
let's
from
do a full
Jason.
set of 12.
Full set of
12.
12.
So a full set of 12. Choose your own colors.
Yep.
There
And
you go.
you'll have to message.
Choose your
Gabe.
own adventure.
Choose your own adventure.
Wow.
And
I
if you
like
want to
that
pick all
idea.
the
I like that a lot.
pinks,
Okay.
there you go.
All right, here we go. The next winner is. Hold on, I'm making sure I get all my drum roll buttons here. Here we go. Our next winner is Dave M. Dave M.
Oh.
Are you out there? That's a pretty generic
That is
name,
pretty
Dave
generic.
M. But we always can verify with your emails. Choose your pink drink adventure. That's true. I know there's going to be a lot of Daves. Let's see if we've got a last name actually. Hold, please. Dave M. Dave M.
Can you focus
Come
up for
on,
me?
come
yeah,
on.
sorry.
I don't know.
There you go. That one's a tough one. I'm looking. See if Dave M.
I'm a Dave, just not that Dave.
Kid, maybe. I can kind of see. Yeah, we might have to do one. I'm seeing.
Reroll.
Yep, but we still have to wait. Dave's. Yeah. Okay, I have to move on. We do go pretty quick. Hold on, everybody. Okay. For Blammer.
What
All right.
highlight color are you using, Jason?
White, blue.
White, blue.
Okay. Yep. All right, Dave. So sorry. We have to move on though.
Got to be here on a giveaway day.
Okay. Here
Follow
we
the
go.
socials.
Next winner is Poop Tempest.
Who?
Poop Tempest?
Poop?
Poop?
Poop Tempest?
What's with all these bathroom things going on? Poop Tempest. We know Poop Tempest. I've seen you. We know who you are, Poop. What am I doing? Poop Tempest, are you here? I know you're a regular. I've seen Poop Tempest.
Poop Temptress?
I gotta keep saying it though because
Poop Tempest?
Poop Tempest.
Tempest?
Are you sure it's not Tempest?
Tempest.
Tempest?
It might be Tempest. Poop Tempest.
I mean, you took the same English class as we did.
I
Chris.
don't know, man. I know
sure.
you're here. Poop. I've seen your name. I have seen that name many times. You're a regular.
Solid name.
Gosh darn
One would
you.
hope.
Poop. I know you're here. I have to move on.
Oh, aka Poop Storm. But not poop. The other.
I know
The
who
other word
you
for it.
are. You sure it's not IB?
That's actually pretty. Now that someone pointed it out, that's actually a pretty clever name.
That is pretty funny. I've seen it, Lumberjack. I've seen it many times. All right, I have to move on though. Poop. Going once. Oh, I hate this part.
Gotta do it.
Going twice. Oh,
That's a great poop
Poop.
joke. Poop going twice. You guys just didn't even get it. It just sailed right over everybody's head. I was like,
Poop
you
going
going
once.
once, and I was like, say it.
Poop going twice.
Going twice.
All right, next winner. Poop, I hardly know her.
We were only meant to do 2, maybe.
Maybe. No, we got this. Okay, next winner is... We've got... Bounce L. Bounce L. Without the E. Bounce L, are you there? I know, Scott, it's sad, but we have to move
Flushed
quick.
him. Had to flush the poop tempest.
That's just... We telling all these bathroom jokes. We're a business. Bounce L, are you there? Bounce L.
Spell it.
BOUNC and then an L. That's it. That's the name. But we have to go quick. Bounce L, are you there? Who does number 2 work for? Good night. These people. These beautiful, wonderful people. Bounced. Yeah, I might have to go. I might have to keep going.
Bounce.
We
Sorry.
were doing so well too.
We were on a streak, dude.
We just got too excited.
That's all right.
It's pronounced bouncel.
It's pronounced Basil. Wow.
Getting to it was too good to be true.
I know. Okay, 1 second. Oh. All right, are you guys ready for this next one?
Yes.
All right, we're moving on. Sorry,
You better
Bouncel,
be
we gotta
here.
move.
If we call your name, you better be here. You're not getting a prize.
The next winner is Carl Duty.
Another poop joke.
What is going
What's
on?
going on?
The universe.
we
man.
do know
Carl
Duty.
Duty.
though.
I've seen you. You're in YouTube. I've seen that account name in YouTube.
I've seen Carl Duty before.
Carl
yes.
Duty's in here. I think
Carl
you were in
Duty is
here
real.
earlier.
I don't know if Carl Duty is here today.
Carl Duty, are you here doing the duty? Carl Duty. I saw you earlier, Carl Duty. You made a silly joke. That's how I remember. I'm going to give you just a moment, Carl Duty. Gosh darn you. That's okay. We've gone to 8 before, so we're here for a long time, chat. We understand. Carl Duty. I'm not just picking poop names, Mo. I wish that was the case. I
was like,
literally
wait
wish
a
that was the
minute.
case.
What is going on here?
You give me too much credit if you think I can do that on the fly.
Duty Carl, and he had to go. Oh.
Carl Duty.
Duty called.
Call of Duty. So many poop jokes. I'm trying not to. Carl Duty. Oh, I know you're here too. You were here earlier, but you might be
Well,
gone.
he's
But I
not
have
here
to
now.
move on. Carl Duty. We were so close. All right, going once. Carl
It
Duty.
did.
Going twice. Oh, Carl Duty. Oh no. I have to move on. It's a tough world out there, Jason. You know? No. You're supposed to say no because you're protected by all of the fortress walls I've put up. Okay, next one. Here we go. And we've got Hakogen.
Oh, Hakugen,
Oh my
I know
gosh.
it's here.
Hey,
Right there.
what?
Hakugen just said Mike Turdlet.
Literally, I just put that through the randomizer, Hakogen.
Yes.
That's right. Wow, that's super lucky that you just did that. Hey, congratulations. Wow.
12 colors of your choice.
Hakogen, hit up Jabe.
That's a good prize.
That's awesome.
That's actually really convenient.
See, that's why you don't leave.
That's right, you don't.
When your name doesn't get called the first time.
Somebody was asking about Rust. When can we get our hands on Rust, Jason? One step.
It comes out in the next set. So, end of July.
August. If you're going to Gen Con,
That's right.
you can maybe get it. If you're not, then August, I think.
I think the second week of August. We typically leave a couple weeks between the release.
Yep. That's right. So yes, make sure you hit up Jabe at Monument.
8 draws and 5 poop names later, we finally got one.
I know.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yes, make sure you go hit up Jabe at Jabe in our Discord. He'll get you all hooked up. Hawkins, congratulations. Happy birthday. Hawkins says, thanks all. Happy birthday again, Jason.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Wow. What a great day. Frigid said, are you all going to Fan Fusion this weekend? With any booth or any style? No, I don't think so.
No.
I thought the plan was to go, but you'd have to talk to Gabe. I think that probably didn't occur.
Hawkins, when you shouted my name, I thought you were telling me off for the... No, I wasn't. I literally... I have a beautiful randomizer that does this for us, and that's the way the RNG gods spoke. They picked all of the poop names and realized that wasn't working for them, and then they decided to get real. Hawkins, congratulations.
Yes,
Wow.
if your name gets drawn and you're not here, it does go back in.
Yep,
Yeah.
it does. Yep.
Somebody asked what brush Jason was using.
What brush are you using, Jason?
I am currently using a number, I believe it's a number 5.
Number 5?
Number 4 sable, sorry. Number 4 sable.
Number 4. Oh, so much excitement, Jason. What do you do after that kind of a day? I don't know.
Drink some pink drink.
Well, I can definitely say we've done that.
You're going to drink more pink drink.
Pink drink. But yes, Matthew, Bandman, Hawkins, hit up Gabe.
Congrats to all the winners.
Yes, congratulations.
Awesome stuff.
What a day. What a beautiful day. Jason, how you feeling?
I'm feeling great. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Hammerhawk says, I have so many questions about this, I know, but is this simply royal purple, faded ultramarine, and white blue? Looks great.
Yeah, that's all it is.
That's right.
That's it. Really, really simple. Just playing around. I picked 2 colors and decided I would just kind of throw it on there and see what I thought.
Yep.
And I'm digging it. Very simple. Just kind of playing with it and working it back and forth and adjusting stuff and, having fun. I could filter over the top of it. I just felt like, it'd be kind of cool if we brought a neat color into our desaturated kind of monochromatic, black armor that we've done here. And I was like, well, I think a purple blade would be kind of fun. I don't know that it works for the whole army, but this is a character model, so I can kind of play around and have some fun with it. It's a big sigh, Chris.
There's a lot of energy expunged.
I need to get going.
Jen, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Hearts and hands for Jen.
Hearts and hands.
Hearts and hugs. Oops. Well, we have the little hands emoji.
And here you go.
Bing, 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 bing. Hey, thank you, Jen. Happy birthday to Jason.
I will see you all on Friday.
That's right.
It's hugs and handies.
Oh, that's right. No, it's hugs and hands now. Hugs and hands. Hey. See what I do for you, chat. We had pink drink. We had Jason. This is like
Wait a minute.
it's like closing down the bar.
We had pink drink. We
It's
had
like
Jason.
This is like closing down the bar.
What?
This is like it's closing time, Jason.
Isn't either.
It is. It's 4:00.
Dude, I'm going.
He's going for it.
It's my birthday. I can do what I want.
Jen, thank you again for hanging out.
It was fun.
This was a good time. We had a good time, Jen, and we're so happy that you're here. And thank you so much for also producing on Fridays.
Ooh, gross.
Round of applause, Jen. I will grab that door for you, too.
Ooh, gross.
Hey, for all of you who care about Monument Hobbies, we care about you, and we love all of you as well. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. But Jason's going to keep going, it sounds like.
Kind of like the.
Bye, Jen.
I kind of like the purplish blade. Not gonna lie.
It's really cool. Got it. Thank you. Oh, wait. Did you need a key? Yeah.
Yeah, the gate, I locked it back.
I got you.
So the bad guys didn't get us.
The bad guys didn't get you.
Well, because Gabe's not paying any attention.
Gabe's got a key. He's
They
coming.
They just waltz in and murder everybody, and Gabe would just be in there tick-tack typing.
Tick-tack typing. Tick-tack typing. Chris flashlights on him. He doesn't have to go home, but you can paint here. I don't do that.
I started
Closing
building
time.
the supremacy suit.
That's what you were saying. I'm excited to see that supremacy suit.
Yeah, I started building the supremacy suit at home before the stream today, and
it's big.
yeah, I wanted to get more done.
Yeah.
But it's like the legs are a beast to get it posed right. It's funny because okay, the Forge World instructions are garbage.
I was just about to say those are probably horrible.
Every part is misnumbered.
Yeah.
Like it says literally on the Jersey block gate for the piece, it says GW 16, and when you look on the instructions, it says part 28.
I'm sure it's probably
It's
wacko.
so garbage. So once you get, I mean, you can tell what the parts are, luckily. So it's all resin. It's huge. It's cumbersome. The resin's been pretty good. The only cleaning I've had to do is the gate connectors is it, and there's been very few mold lines or anything, no flash and all that. So it's been the probably, I have to say, the best experience I can remember for Forge World resin so far.
That's saying a lot.
The big chunky blocks of its torso that go together don't look too bad. They look like with a little cleaning they'll fit and actually not have a lot of gap filling needed. So that's something. So I can say that it, like I said, I think it's the best I can remember from Forge World as far as that goes. But the instructions are dumb. It has you build both legs first, and then at the end of that page says you should build the legs after you have an idea of how you want to pose the model. And I'm like, how do you figure out how to pose the model until the rest of the model's finished being built?
That's weird.
Because the pose of most of these mecha suits is the legs.
It says that in
legs
the
and arms.
It says
so
that
you should
in the
have had them build
instructions.
the freaking torso first,
Wild.
and then built the legs. But no, it has you build the legs and then build the abdomen where you put the legs together to.
That's crazy.
Shows you all these cool poses you can put the leg, because the legs are in like 12 pieces, so you can manipulate them and make them all sorts of cool poses. And then at the end it says, yeah, you should probably build the rest of the model first so you can figure out how to pose it before you build the legs.
What a bunch of silly gooses.
And I'm like, okay.
These kids today.
It's like, do you people just like take large hits of acid and then make Forge World models? I just don't get it. Forge World's always been this weird thing
What if we
where I feel like they just smoke pot all day, and then at the end of the day, like, yeah, dude, I think that was really rad.
How many bottles of fluorescent green do I need to eat to glow in the dark?
All of them.
Hydro, I don't
All of
think
them.
so.
All
That's
of
funny.
them.
Wow.
All of them.
Jason, this is looking good. I like that pop of purple. Pop of purple looks good. Well, this has been a great day.
Yeah, he's trying to get out of here, and I'm not going to let him.
No, I'm not getting out of here.
Not letting you, Chris.
For all of you who don't know who we are, and I'm seeing a lot of you in here, we're Monument Hobbies. We make all of the stuff that you see Jason using right now, which is called Pro Grill. That's the paint we make. And today was Jason's birthday. Technically not today, but today is when we celebrated it. And for all of you who care, this is also how you sign up for our giveaways. Because guess what? If you are new here, we do that every single week. Obviously today we pulled a bunch of names. We typically do one a week. That's what we do. And then we do like quarterly giveaways. Then we're going to have a big one at the end of the year. You can win once, and then we put in your name again for the big quarterlies. So don't fret if you didn't win this time.
So I'm going to talk about it. This is a very good example of when glazing light colors, right? And
Okay.
people have been asking lots over the past few weeks about how to avoid chalkiness.
Yeah.
And so I've got a mix of white, blue, and faded ultramarine, and I want to glaze with it. I have a lot of liquid, even though it may not look like it. That's a lot of liquid. If I touch the model with that, it's going to bit a pool of color on there that I'm going to have to fight and move around. So instead, I'm like, most of it go away on my finger here.
Yeah.
So I know most of the moisture's out of it. Now when I come over here, I will still get lots of color, but notice how it doesn't leave any droplets. It's just brush strokes on the surface,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So you can see how I'm getting color on there, go from my dark area to my bright area with my brush stroke. So I'm leaving most of the pigment where I stop the brush, not where you start the brush. Again, go from the dark over here to the light so that it stitches together right here in the middle where I have my brightest spot.
Yeah.
And that'll kind of give me a smoother finish across this entire area here. And help brighten the top of this blade up. I want to make it a little bit brighter without losing the purple darker spots.
Mm-hmm. I think that combo is really cool. That faded ultramarine with the royal purple.
Yeah.
I'm really digging it.
Yeah, faded ultramarine has a purplish, lilac kind of feel
lilac.
to it.
That's okay. Gotcha. I was looking for a name of that, but that's now, Jason. Based off of what you just said, though, like what's because we do get that question out. Like, what is the number one reason for chalkiness? You would say to a new painter. Like
Too much wetness on the model that's allowing the pigment to just go wherever it wants to.
Okay.
And you can't allow that to happen. You have to control the paint like you would normally when painting. You have to make sure that when you put paint, it only goes where you're placing it. If it begins to puddle on the model, or leave too much wetness, then you're going to wind up with the pigment floating away from the area that you put it into and doing the coffee stain thing.
That's right.
And that's what causes chalkiness, is when the pigment just kind of floats out into puddles where you can't control it. So you got to be very careful with that. And you're normally going to see it just with bright colors because they provide the most contrast on the model, but I can guarantee it's happening with all your colors. You're just not seeing it when you're glazing darkness, because the darkness doesn't give you contrast where you put it. You're normally glazing dark colors into shadows, and it's going to darken the model up, and it's going to look good, and you're not going to notice the chalkiness. The bright colors are going to appear chalky because they're being able to show you all of that contrast right where they go. So 100% of the time, that's the problem.
Gotcha.
Just
flat out
is that you're applying too much. What you're overthinning the paint, or not overthinning, you're just applying too much wetness to the model. And we showed it on this guy. Might have been while you were gone. No, I think we did this while you were here.
No, yeah.
So you'll have to go back and clip this part, because we made a glaze out of titanium white.
Yeah. And
we put it over this was the crimson one step that was done on here.
Yeah.
And we didn't wick it away from the brush, and we just started glazing the white over the top, and you can see how it gets chalky. You zoom in super close.
Yeah.
You can see how it gets chalky. It dips into recesses where it should be dark. The shadows are no longer dark. The line in there is no longer dark because it was so wet it pooled into all of those spots. It gave us a tide line, like a tide stain out here, that coffee staining, because all the pigment bunched up where the droplet was. And then all I did was wick this same titanium white off on my thumb, and then I was able to glaze it and get a nice highlight going on the other side. That's all I did, was take all the material off and glaze it with the same brush load. I didn't even go and reload the brush. This is just the same brush after I took all the wetness off. So you can get a nice glaze where the white allowed the red to show through enough to give it that pinkishness, and you were done. No pooling, no contrast, no chalkiness, no nothing. You just, by taking the moisture off. From horrible, this is as bad, and it's over dramatized so that you could see what can happen if you have too much moisture on your brush versus just wicking enough away to where you're treating it like a dry brush and painting with it when you almost think there's not enough color on there to do anything with.
Yeah.
Is the idea.
Gotcha. Okay. That makes sense. What colors were you used on that arm? Oh, you're talking about that gold?
I have no idea.
Oh, that was a long time ago. Does glaze a G key or J? Oh my god!
Wow!
I'm so sorry, Chad. I am so sorry. GK models, does glaze medium help with chalkiness? So
100%
sorry.
because it keeps the viscosity higher. You still need to take your material off of the brush because you never want to be overloading too much paint on the surface of the model, period. Doesn't matter if you're glazing or layering or whatever. Here when I'm doing highlights, if I touch this model with too much wetness on the brush, I could get a blown out line and not get the nice tight little highlight that I'm trying to drop right in here, right? So I want to make sure that I don't have too much wetness on the brush. That allows me to get in here and do a nice little spot of brightness and control it. If I don't do that, then I wind up with way too much material on the model. Even when it's opaque, it still causes all sorts of problems.
Yeah, you guys, I had a total brain fart right there. Thank you for your patience. Hammerhawk says, I'm painting the new Skaven set for AOS with my big old batch of Pro Acryl soon. Nice. I'm going to use the scheme you used today for their cloaks. Any suggestion for their pants that would work well with them to complement it or otherwise?
Scheme? What do you mean scheme? This purple?
Yeah.
For cloaks would be rad.
That's what I think, Hammerhawk. I think that's what you're going to use. What about pants? What would you complement it?
Brown. Brown or black.
Hammerhawk says, yes, going to use that. That would be a cool cloak. Brown. Warm brown would be cool. Warm brown pants.
I mean, warm brown could work. I would think more of a neutral brown, would be good. Just because you have so much red in the purple, but that's up to you. It's a preference thing at that point.
Yeah, I rebooted everybody. Beep boop. I'm back. Danger says tiny touch of paper towel every time before you touch the model with the paint. The little trick helps so much.
Yeah, whatever it is that works for you. I don't use a paper towel because I feel like it wicks too much moisture. It's not as controllable for me as on my finger, but if you don't like painting on your thumb palette, I totally get it.
Yeah.
Do whatever works for you. And that's fine.
M3 style. Warm brown pants is never good. Well, the color is amazing.
Depends on if you're camping.
Depends on if you're camping.
You never know. Sometimes when you're camping, warm brown is good.
Somebody is saying, Bakamaru says, GW website says Commander Farsight here is a vehicle based on their category search. Oh boy. And then they're basically a mecha fish tank. I guess that's true. You silly bonillies.
I'm happy with that.
So do you recommend glass for Pro Acryl straight from the bottle?
Can you give me some
sorry.
focus, please? What's that?
Would you recommend a wet palette for glazing, or do you just recommend glass for Pro Acryl straight from the bottle?
I mean, you can use whatever you're comfortable with. Our paints work on everything. So they can work on a wet palette, work on a dry palette. What are you most comfortable with? I like a dry palette for everything.
Yes, Double T, that is the color that you're seeing here. Is royal purple, faded ultramarine, and white blue.
Yeah, this is just 3 colors.
Red gray would be cool pant color for them. Okay, Danger, that could be kind of cool. Yep, that's it. That's all it is.
Yeah, if you want to go
purple.
more monochromatic, you could do like a red gray. Something that was a little bit desaturated in the reddish range would work really great with the purples.
Yeah.
Brown works really well with them. A golden brown would work really well because purples and yellows work very well together. So that could work. You just don't want to make the yellow too vivid because it looks like LA Lakers. We try to stay away from stuff that looks like sports teams unless you're doing Blood Bowl.
And Viking was asking, can you, what is the scheme for that black?
Oh boy, great question. I based the model with black primer.
Right.
And then I went over it with royal purple.
Right.
Okay. Then I did pale yellow as a zenithal, all with the airbrush. So it was royal purple and pale yellow zenithal high. I do have my phone. I think I took pictures. Hang on. I can show you. Aha! Look at me. I did this at home, so I apologize. It's not on the stream because I was doing it at the house. Yeah. So it gave you this.
Oh, okay.
Right? So very heavy pale yellow on it over the royal purple. And then...
very heavy. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then I did a dry brush of bright ivory, or maybe white. I think it was titanium white. I did a dry brush of white, so you'll see the edges are brighter.
Yeah.
Right? That's a dry brush of white over the top. I found that when using one step, I really like to do a dry brush or actual edge highlight of white because it really makes those edge details pop out. And when you have hard armor plates, I felt like that was going to be better. So royal purple, pale yellow, titanium white dry brush. That's it. And then over the top of that, I did, boom, a filter of dark blue black. That's all the difference was from this photo to this photo. Was dark blue, black one step, filtered over the top. That's it. And it gave you this really nice, deep, rich kind of dark sea Ben color.
That's awesome.
This photo I had actually gone in and started doing the pale yellow, or no, the faded green. I use faded green as the highlight on there, right? And then we move from the faded green to the bright ivory that you've seen me doing, and then of course we added the white helmet, and then have now today done the.
What was that?
You can, if you press and hold and pull, you can cut the object out of the background on your iPhone. You can move it and cut it so that it just pulls whatever the object is. It's kind of like an auto lasso.
Well.
Yeah.
iPhone at it again.
Yeah. It's been around for a long time, Chris. But you're a green bubble guy.
Monument Jabe says, Chris is the best guy in the world, and I love every second that Chris is here on this planet, and I owe him $1,000. Hey, Jabe, thank you so much.
Wow.
That's
Gabe really going all
really,
out.
really cool.
Today. Really going all out.
Coxie says, so I'm finding when using a wet palette, I'm getting the chalkiness you're talking about. So, would like to try a dry palette to see if it's better. Yeah, could be too much water, like Jason's saying.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm a great
Well, I
bubbler.
mean, yeah, it tends like again, it's like over thinning, meaning that the paint is too wet, will have the similar effect to too much wetness on the model, right? Because if the paint is too thin, because it's been sitting on a wet palette for a long time, your wet palette may be too wet. The paper's actually wet instead of being, the paper should be dry and the wetness should be underneath.
Yeah.
And in a perfect world, which doesn't exist for wet palettes, the water would only come through the paper when the droplet above it evaporates water out of it. Think about suction. It's like a straw is sucking water out of it when it evaporates, and it would pull water through the paper to replace that, and that new water would, wet the paint. The problem is that it doesn't work because the science behind evaporation doesn't work that way. Heat is generated when the water evaporates and the resins in the paint start to cure. So it doesn't matter on a wet palette. It just means that you'll have your paint be wet longer, but it's still curing no matter what.
Wad, take it easy.
And so when the water, but that's not how wet palettes work. Typically the water just soaks up through the paper because it's trying to find entropy. Probably not the right use of that word, but I like it. It's trying to find entropy in the system. It's trying to balance out the water above and below the paper no matter what, based on the barometric pressure in the room. And so it's overwetting your paint all the time. So I prefer a dry palette, like I've said many times, because the dry palette ensures that the paint that you go put your brush in is always the paint the same way it came out of the bottle. Now, if it skins over because you're not painting fast enough or you put too much paint out or whatever, and you poke through it to get to the juicy underneath, you can still paint with it. It's still like the paint that came out of the bottle. It may skin over, like queso cheese, So, but you always have the paint the way you expect it, and then you dilute it. You notice, pull up my palette.
Yeah.
You notice that when I'm painting, all of my droplets are like, well, I really only have four here. I have the bright ivory I've been working with. We put out some titanium white to do that dry brushing test. Royal purple and faded ultramarine. White blue. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors that I've used today. Number one, I don't put all 5 of these colors out because I know I'm going to use them. I put them out as I'm using them. So a lot of people, when you watch YouTube videos, will say, I'm going to start with these 6 colors, and they put it out on their wet palette, but they're not using all 6 colors at once, right? Unless you're mixing all 6, you're only using them one at a time. So I paint everything that I need to paint on the model with the royal purple first. Then I put out the next color I want to mix with it, and then I mix them together. And you can see how I keep pulling a tail out of royal purple by putting the faded ultramarine into it to get my segments of my gradient of mixes. So I'm pulling away from the droplet. The droplet's up here, and it's still good. Right, I can still paint with that droplet, right?
Yeah.
It's about done because there's no paint left to it, but that's where the droplet was. So it's still royal purple the same way it came out of the bottle, and then I can thin it and do whatever I need to with it. But that's the way I work. You'll notice on my palette, it has all these tails pulled out where I will work with the paint and pull it away from the droplet and get various consistencies, but the droplet will stay the same so that I'm always getting the consistency I know I need out of the bottle. Go back to opacity, so I can glaze with this, layer with this, and then edge highlight with it because I can turn it any opacity I need, whereas on a wet palette it's constantly being diluted, and eventually after 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes of you sitting there painting, eventually that paint on the wet palette is no longer going to give you the same opacity as when it came out of the bottle. And then a lot of times you find like, wow, this paint's been sitting here and now I can't do it. I can't edge highlight with it. I got to put more paint out. So I just don't like them. Everybody jokes with me about, you know, how can you be the only man in the hobby that doesn't like them? I was like, well, my argument is always that if wet palettes worked, I say real artist, that's a real bad way to say that. Every artist in like the canvas world would use one if they painted with acrylics, and they don't. There's only one manufacturer, Masterson's, that even makes wet palettes, and it's for watercolors. If you really ask them, they're right down the street from us here in Arizona.
Yeah.
And so they know that it really is for watercolors, colors that need water and don't care that it's not really finely controlled. It just gives you a palette that watercolors on a dry palette don't work as well because you're constantly having to wet them too much, right? But on a wet palette, watercolors work great. So acrylic painters in the world would be using wet palettes if they actually work, but they don't, so nobody does. There would be a whole business of wet palettes outside of our hobby. It's not like they do some magic thing. And I'm not saying that to bum out people that like wet palettes. If you use them because they work great for mixes and things like that, that's great. They're a useful tool in certain situations. But I try to tell people, don't think it's a tool you have to use, because it may be causing you all your problems. Right? Because most of the people that use wet palettes to great effect had been painting a long time before they ever got a wet palette.
Right.
So they could adjust what they needed to adjust by how the wet palette made the paint work differently than what they were used to. So when I talk to the people that really, really loud wet palettes, they didn't start with a wet palette.
Yeah.
They knew how to paint already. They added a wet palette as a tool, found out how to work with it, and now that works great to their advantage. People that are just starting out, I'm almost like, don't get a wet palette. Learn how to paint with a dry palette first, and then add a wet palette in so that you see where the benefit of a wet palette is in your system. Of like, if you're, like I said, if you're mixing a lot of colors, it will help that mix stay wet longer. That's actually a good thing, but that it'll lose opacity and things like that too. So,
no, that's a good way of painting it. A lot of people have that kind of mystification about like dry palettes because everybody's like, oh, you have to have this thing.
It's largely a placebo, but it's a good one. It's not a bad one. It's one that can really work. We have wet palettes here at the studio. Baby J paints with wet palette all the time to great effect.
Yeah.
Absolute great effect. He has it as a tool. It's not a crutch. He uses it very usefully, and he gets great effect out of it. So I'm not slamming anybody that uses a wet palette. I'm just saying be careful, because don't think you have to have one. And if it's causing you a problem, don't worry about moving away from it. It doesn't make you a bad person, right?
Yeah. I think that's...
But yeah, like somebody said, anything you can do with a wet palette can be done with the moisture on the brush, other than holding a mix wet longer, you know. And you see me mixing cups and things like that. But there is a conservative nature to a wet palette that allows paint to last longer. But in our hobby, if you're worried about the fractions of a milliliter of paint you're saving, it probably is not the hobby for you. I'm just going to be honest with you. You know, it's a world where you're wasting paint 100% of the time. Every time you clean your brush, you're wasting paint. Every time paint dries on your palette, you're wasting paint. Every time you mess up on the model, you're wasting paint. You know, if you're worried about wasting paint, you're in the wrong hobby. Every time you airbrush, you're wasting paint. You know, so it's just not. You know, the same people that gripe about wasting paint use like rattle cans to prime, and I'm like, you get 50% of the paint in the can actually works for you. The rest of it goes into the air and around the world. You know, where you're spraying. So
You know. I'm gonna go back to this question. Dewbowler says, when you say filtered that dark blue black on your guy there.
Oh, good
I'll
question.
Go back.
Filtering means I thinned it out 50-50 with water so that you could even see through it more than normally. Had I just sprayed the dark blue black out of the bottle straight on this model, it would have been a lot darker.
Yeah.
I thinned it so that it just changed the color of that pale yellow into this kind of greenishness, and then used the royal purple to give us the dark spots. And if you zoom in real close, you can still see, well, now the royal purple of the sword is going to blank your eye out to it. But yeah, there's purple in the shadows. Purple, you can see the purple up underneath the chest there. It becomes more visible when we don't see purple on the sword, right? As soon as you see the purple on the sword, you'll never see the purple in the armor again. Yeah. The idea is that it just cools off the black, the chromatic black, I would call this, is what I was going for on the armor. The way it turned out, because of the blue and the dark blue black and the pale yellow, is that we got this really dark kind of, it's dark sea bin is really what we got. Yeah. Right? That's the color we got on the model.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
Right? So just the magic of filtering allows me to do my zenithal. So I set up all of my darkness and brightness on the model with a zenithal, which the airbrush just does that instantaneously as long as you know how to apply it. So you get all your highlights where they're supposed to go and everything. It speeds up your painting tremendously. The filter then makes the entire model the color I want, and then all I've had to do is do the edge highlighting, and this is how we've gotten this. Like all of the armor, the chromatic black armor, has been done just through that airbrush step and then edge highlighting. That's it. Nothing else. And so you get a fantastic product at the end without having to have a lot of time spent to get there when you use filters. And filters are just putting lower opacity paints which one step already is, but it's still pretty saturated. It still gives you a lot of color, so don't be afraid to thin it. This was thinning the dark blue black about, like I said, about 50% with just straight water and then spraying it through the airbrush.
What is the difference or pigment added between neutral gray and warm gray?
I mean, you've got a yellowishness to the warm grays,
Right.
which kind of gives you kind of a yellowy green feel to it. More of an
Ooh,
earthy
yeah.
tone to the grays in the warm grays. Yeah, this would be great for Dark Angels. A lot of people have already said that they'd be doing their 30K or 40K Dark Angels like this. This is kind of the way my Dark Angels armor turned out. It's a color that I really love, right? Without knowing it. I'm a little bit more green on the Lion, but in the same realm,
Yeah.
you know, because 30K was black, but I really wanted to bring a little bit of the green in from that. So this was all done very similar, faded green highlights. This was done with transparent green and transparent black mixed together over my sketch.
Oh, okay. That's transparent green and black.
Transparent green and black mixed together, done, and then thinned and then put over the model where I painted him up with grays to get the highlights done. So similar process, totally different colors, right?
Sir Blame says, I have a weird question, but how much detail do you add for areas where it would not have as much attention, such as behind the shield?
Great question. You know, it's like, how far are you going to take this? Do you want this model to go to contrast in Poland and be in for the Masters category? Then you need to do stuff underneath the shield.
Behind the shield.
Right, you need to have something more than just what I've got here. I've got some highlights that I've done to make the area still pop. You can see fingers and you can see the armor. But because it's in shadow, I don't want to put too much detail there. If I put too much brightness there, it takes away from the story of my lighting.
Yeah.
So same thing on this side of the armor. I'm giving a little pop areas of highlight on the foot and the knee and a little bit on the fins and stuff. But overall, this is very dull.
Yeah, that side is.
Right, so that I get, this is the money shot for this model.
Yeah.
Right. The kind of in that front arc is where the money shot is. And really it's this. This is my lighting angle. This is how the sun views this model right here. So this is where you're going to get, boom, all the pop from the highlight.
Right.
But it was built so that you get that contrasted with the darkness on the shadow side here. Right. And so, you know, the rest of it is just kind of lackluster because it's for gaming.
And here's a common question, back to like what you were just showing there, Jason. How do you pick your light direction on a model?
For me, it's really simple. It's either 10, or, it's either 10 or 2.
Okay.
For just general painting, 10 or 2 is the magic that you want. It's kind of that golden hour lighting source.
Mhm.
You know, it gives you a good shadow, but it doesn't make the shadow so abrupt like noon does. If you do a direct overhead lighting source, your shadows are way too abrupt, and it's going to interrupt too much of the visual nature of most models. There are some models, if they're flying sideways, where that might work, but for models that are standing up, a direct down light source is not good. So 2 o'clock over here, you know, or 10 o'clock over here, you're going to get a really good light from above. It's still going to hit the head and shoulders right, but it's also going to hit the side of the thigh. It's going to give you more lighting down low on the foot. It's going to give you a better balance that helps recreate the idea of light bouncing off the environment, right? Because it's not like concrete makes the underneath your chin brighter, but it does make a more observable sphere of light around you when you're in the environment, because it's not just the sun up in the sky that's lighting you. You have all this OSL, so to speak, that's bouncing off of things around you. You know, if you're in the pool, you do have the light underneath your chin. Sometimes if the light from the water is reflecting right back up at you, then you can have underlighting, right? We're not putting him on water, but the ground and the rock and the earth and everything would have a little bit of an effect on making the light come from a lot more than just one direction. And so by moving 10 or 2, you get that effect because you get light down low on the foot and things like that. So that's the easiest way to do that.
Yeah. No, that's great.
Is there a brown pigment involved in neutral gray? You mix titanium white into it and got a brown tint? Well, I mean, that'll happen with the darker earth tones that we put in there, for sure. How do you pick your colors for the undercoat and
Yeah,
zenithal?
that's the one I was looking for.
Sidious?
Yep.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Well, I think one of the big jokes with me is that dark purple is always the answer to everything. Royal purple is a close second.
For shadows.
For shadows. So when doing my zenithal, I typically do the model black first, so that when I put the colors on it, the first shadow color that I put on there will be darker. So start with black, And then like here, when I use royal purple, I didn't thin the royal purple at all. I just sprayed it over it, but it means that I can be loosey-goosey with it, because if there's areas that I don't cover 100%, it's still black. So it guarantees I still have a really good shadow color. But I cover the whole model with like a purple. When I'm picking those colors, like I said, royal purple, dark purple are great. The other ones that I think are really good are dark blue, dark plum, mahogany, so for the warm tones, right? The dark plum and the mahogany for the warm tones, the dark blue and the dark purple, royal purple for the cool tones. Although royal purple puts you in a realm where it can be warm. Our little dude here, right, the polar bear, this guy was done with royal purple. Pop in close. So he was done with royal purple. You can still see some of it on the rocking. You can see it like under his arm over there. And so it actually gives a warmer shadow tone because the rest of the model is fake white, right? It's all done with like white, blue, and blue, gray blues, and things like that. So, you know, when you're doing that, the royal purple can really give some warmth that you get here in the shadows, which is counter to what you want normally. You really want your shadows to cool the model off. But when you're painting a model in overall cool tones like whites or blues, then, you know, having a little bit of warmth in the shadow gives you a balance of color temperature that really makes depth happen on the model again. So if I'm painting cool tone armies or neutral tone armies, I might go with a warmer tone shadow. So that would either be pulling from something like dark plum or mahogany for the warm, or royal purple. And then when I'm painting anything else, right, I go for purple or blue. Because shadows are typically in the mind, they're cooler, right? You go stand in the shadow under a tree on a hot day, you're going to cool off.
Yeah.
Right. And so the feeling of cool temperature goes into color temperature as well. And so cooling off the shadows with something like Payne's gray, dark purple, dark blue works really, really well. You know, this chromatic black has got royal purple as a shadow on it. And you can't really see that it's royal purple until you really are paying attention, like on the underneath of the thigh, underneath of this knee, the purple shows up. I could glaze more on, but that's not the point. I'm not trying to get it to look purple. I'm trying to get it to just accent the color to cool it off in the shadows. Whereas grays and blacks don't do that as well. They keep the color very neutral and make it almost look fake. And so I like to use those colors. Now for the highlight when doing a zenithal, something that's a fake white, that could be bright neutral gray. I really like pale yellow and bright pale yellow because they warm the color that you filter over the top up. So like in this case, it's the pale yellow doing all of the work that creates all of this chromatic black. The greenish black we have on here is all because of the pale yellow and the blue and the dark blue black. But so pale yellow is great. Taupe from our primer line is fantastic. You know, white is great for contrast, but not so great for color intensity because, or color depth. It gives you color intensity and value because it's the brightest color. So when you put a one-step color or a filter over it, that color is going to really pop. Yeah. But it's not going to add any depth to the color, whereas a warm color will make a purple, a red, an orange, a yellow appear that much more poppy. Yeah. And they don't have to rely on being bright, right? Remember that value is something you need to create contrast, but you can get the pop of a color that gives you contrast also from just making it, you know, a warm burst of saturation and things like that. So it doesn't just come from like adding white to it. So yeah, so a fake white, and really mine are pale yellow, bright pale yellow, white blue for the cool tones, the colors like that, ivory. Those are the ones, taupe. Those are the ones that I generally go for. And so you can really, like I was telling somebody at Contrast this, you could literally buy dark purple, either in the primer or the normal one, dark blue, right, and dark plum, and that could be all of your undertones. Yeah. Right? Now, there's a world where I also use dark greens, I use dark browns, blah, 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 but if you just want to get started, those work great. And the reason I say dark blue is necessary, because if you paint a purple model, you use blue. Right. If you paint anything else, you use purple when you want cool tones. But if you paint purple, you don't use purple, right? You do like what I did on the Hulk here. Right, the Hulk would have looked, it wouldn't have had the same depth if I would have done purple, because he has purple pants. Yep. So I did the dark blue, and it gives us a really good chromatic shadow on him that still works on the pants as well as it does on the skin, because I'm not painting anything blue. If I had an ultramarine, I would use purple, right? And then you could then have, you know, buy a 6-color set here, and you can get pale yellow on your highlight, white blue, which I thought I already had out, but white blue on that one, and then probably I would probably add bright neutral gray as well, right? And I would have those three, and now you've got 6 colors that would do any zenithal you ever need and give you a really, really good start. And there's a world of other colors you can add. You've seen me use the red oxide that we have underneath greens. That works fantastic, right? There's so many color combos you can do, but this kind of stuff gets you started.
Nice. Now, Panic Bomb saying, would a warmer shadow work well with a cold environment? Or in a cold environment?
Could, yeah, I like it. It doesn't have to be, but yeah, I really dig it. That's like that polar bear. That's why I use the royal purple for the polar bear.
When did you paint that?
I don't know.
Gosh, somebody
Over
was
a year ago.
Yeah, somebody was asking. I don't know if it's in. I think it's in our VODs. You just have to go. You have to go way
long
back.
time. It would be a long ways back.
M3 Stout, take it easy. Thank you so much.
It was since Warcrow was released, because that's the game it's for.
That's. I guess that's true, huh?
But I don't remember when. I honestly don't remember when we painted it.
Many moons ago, Jason.
Many moons, Christopher.
Banscar says you always use underpainting when doing skin, Jason.
No, no. When we did the when we painted these 3 faces, there's a really good video. Pop and close. When we did these 3 faces,
Sorry, one second. There it is.
We did a really neat video that showed how you can achieve similar results with 3 different styles of painting. One of these was underpainted, one was done with a base layer, highlight, wash, re-highlight, and the other one was done layering up the paints, like mixing and layering, right? And so these were all just done really, really quick. And so if you go watch that video, it kind of gives you the overview of, you know, how and when and why and all that kind of stuff, right? I think, if I remember right, it was the blended one, the washed one, and the underpainted one, but I can never tell between the blended and the washed ones. They tend to look very similar.
Yeah, I think the middle one was the blended one.
This might be blended. This might be washed. This is underpainted.
I'm looking for that VOD now. We have a shorter video coming out for that, but this, you can watch this VOD right here, and this is the entirety of that day that Jason did the small heads. Oh, sorry. Oop, there it is. Procryl Dark Purple Primer is definitely my go-to. Glad you guys make it. Yeah, the Dark Purple Primer.
So good.
Just replace it with your black. It makes everything more fun.
Yeah, I still prime a lot of times. I prime black, and then the dark purple over the top, but you don't have to. When we did the Star Wars Legion stuff, we just did purple with taupe.
That's true.
You know, the black ensures that your shadows have the deepest starting point possible. And then the purple over the top just darkens up a little bit, because no matter how you spray it, the purple will let the black show through a tad. You know, so I typically start with black and then purple, but you don't have to. If you feel like that's a waste and you don't want to do it, the purple works great as a shadow on its own.
Great question, Donnie. I use our brush on primer all the time. How fast is it?
Minutes.
Yeah.
I primed. These models were sent to us at Contrast in a bright gray primer. You can see the bright gray on the base. Yeah. Because this is just wood, right? MDF. But they primed it this bright gray. So that's the color they were. I wanted to do a value sketch, so I did the black brush on primer over this, and it was literally, by the time I did it, I sat it down, talked to some people for a couple minutes, came back and dry brushed over the top of it. And it worked great. So it's really just till it's dry to the touch. And that's just a few minutes. I would say don't put masking tape on it real quick when it's dry to the touch. If you're going to do like masking directly over your primer, you probably want to give it a full overnight kind of dry. Because it applies thicker generally when you're brushing it on than when you're airbrushing. And so the bottom layers don't get the chance to cure as quickly as the top layers if you put a lot on at once. So just be careful with that.
Yeah. Thanks for the in-depth answer. Going to make sure that's real soon. Hey,
off Flanagan. Off Flanagan. Flanagan.
Oh, Flanagan. Flanagan? Yeah.
Flanagan, your question is great. When you do a zenithal, do you just do the shadows with a shadow color, or do you do the whole model? I tend to do the whole model with the shadow color and then just apply the highlight over the top. It guarantees that every part of the model has a color on it, so I'm not going to miss anything. That's kind of a weird way to do it, but it also means that I don't have to think about the first coat.
Yeah.
When I do a model in dark purple or black, I just spray the whole model. Who cares? Dark purple everywhere. And then I zenithal the bright color over the top and know that every shadow is going to have my shadow color in it. Yeah, so first shadow layer, paint the whole model.
How did you choose the color and the intro set? Great questions, by the way, in comparison with the core set. I just bought the intro set because I just started painting minis. Great purchase, by the way.
Oh, that's a hard question. The intro set's changed a couple of times. It's loosely trying to give you every hue family so that you have something in the yellow, the green, the blue, the red, that kind of a feel to it, in a desaturated way that fits painting war dollies. So it's not all bright colors, right?
Yeah.
That was really my thought with it. And we had to fit in a couple of metallics and a wash and a primer, and kind of fitting it all into the 12 colors it's always difficult because it's kind of like asking me what my favorite colors are.
Yeah.
It's the set that I look at and say, if you handed me this, I could get a model done.
Yeah, and also
because I can mix tint, tone, and shade out of everything that's in there and get a great product out of it. And it has a primer, so I can start my model. If all you said is that, hey, you can take 12 colors with you, one brush to a show to paint models with, I would take that set because it's a great set to get me going. I can mix out of it and do all sorts of crazy stuff with it, add a brush to it. I'd probably take like a number 3 or number 4 sable and call it a day. I could do everything I needed to do with that.
Because that one also comes with the 1, 3, and the BAB Dauntless. So you get 3 brushes, plus you also get those colors. It's pretty dang good. So
Chuck Rodriguez says, would I ever consider painting a larger scale model? I'm doing a Talnar Supremacy suit. It's the same scale as this, but it's 12 inches tall. Does that count?
When are we doing it?
As soon as I get it built. When are you
going to get it built?
I'm going to go home and work on it tonight. So I might get it done by tomorrow.
Interesting.
Depends on how much it is, how much effort it is to do the arms. The suit comes because it comes as just the body.
Is it
and
heavy?
Then it has the rest of the weapons all over. Oh, it's heavy as hell.
Well, I was just saying, how do you...
It's like a brick.
Do you have to, put pins in it?
I didn't. I just put more super glue on.
You like that little thing with the whole fingers.
Pray for the best.
Wait, that's got to be, heavy resin. That thing's got to weigh a couple pounds.
I mean, it's all a bunch of solid chunks of resin. The torso's 2 pieces that clamshell together, but they're both pretty.
I can't.
But when you say scale-wise, scale to me means like doing a 1/6 scale bust or a 1/10 scale bust, which is much larger size and at much closer to life-like detailing because you can get more on it. Yeah. I don't have any problem with painting those. I don't enjoy painting them because they just don't give me anything I care about later on. So I don't paint, like 1/6 Wolverine models and stuff like that. I don't have fun with them. And principally because if I'm going to paint something that big of a scale, I'm going to paint a canvas because a canvas puts everything in my control. I think that the bigger models, the bigger figures like that or humanoid figures don't really impress me because they have so much open areas of nothing. And if I'm going to be spending that much time creating the color and the effect and the realism on it, I'll paint a canvas because a canvas really lets me push the limits more because I get to define all the volumes.
Right.
So that's why you don't see me painting larger scale stuff. 1/35th scale is the scale that I grew up painting, which is military scale model for tanks and land battle stuff. So I did, tanks and, 1/16th planes and 1/32nd, 1/48th, 1/35th, that realm. Our scale is generally 1/48 to 1/56th is the scale for standard tabletop miniatures. So, I like that realm because it gives me enough detail that I can paint around and still give me big enough areas to let me do textures and apply my own idea of what the model should look like, but not have to create all the detail myself.
You get to do probably a lot of airbrushing with it.
My whole color scheme is airbrush.
Oh, you're doing it this way, right?
Yeah, it's this whole army is this
way.
This is the test model for this army, remember?
So everybody who's been asking about this workup, you're going to do it.
We're going to do it live on stream. That's why I said, you guys will get a lot of
it.
chances to see this because I've got a freaking Dragon's Den, one of our retailers was kind enough to build a broadside and send it to me. So I got a broadside in the mail from them today.
That thing is wacko looking.
Oh yeah, it's like this huge rail cannon, right? It's like
it's
like the weapon that a knight would carry, but it's on an infantry model.
Look how it comes off the base. That's funny to me.
It's a battle suit that it has to have like little piston jacks that stabilize it so it can shoot, right? So
yeah, so we'll be able to see that black workup
on all of these.
Stream, yeah,
on all of these. I've got drones. I've got a ghost keel. I've got 2 riptides. I've got a storm surge. I've got the Talnar Supremacy suit, some fire warriors, all sorts of stuff. All that armor is going to be in this color.
I think it's the biggest model you've painted on stream in a while, right?
That one?
The Supremacy suit?
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, the biggest thing we've ever painted on stream other than that is probably a tank.
Space King. And
a tank. No, tanks
yeah.
are bigger than Space King. It's probably than vehicles, you know?
That's true.
But yeah, I mean, we haven't.
Recently.
We just don't. Not a lot of stuff in our world is that chunky.
Yeah, it's
you know?
not that big.
It's like painting. I mean, Night Titans, we painted Knights on stream before. So
Knights,
those
yeah.
may be the biggest thing that we've done.
I mean, I haven't seen anything.
The
that
Town
big.
R will not fit on the camera. Back the camera out all the way.
Well, let's see.
If you go back to the full-blown one and then zoom all the way out. Yeah, it won't fit on all here.
We might
no,
get. I have a rail. That thing can go up a foot if we want to mess around with it.
I don't think we want to do that. And we don't want to mess up what we generally have. But we'll be focused in on sections of it. So it won't matter.
Are you gonna sub-assemble? Or no, you're not. You're just gonna go for it, huh? How you gonna hold? There's lots of questions we have.
I have to look at how the arms attach because there's a world where I will paint just the torso.
Yeah.
And then I'll paint all the weapons separately and glue them all together at the end because it has sockets for the arms.
Oh, okay.
And sockets where the weapon stuff, because you buy it as a body without arms and without weapons.
That's right.
Without the big carapace weapon sets, right?
Right.
And so I've got the huge, gigantic rail assembly or the rail cannon array or whatever it is that has the big rail cannon and then a whole missile pod on the other side.
It won't fit? Dang, that's...
Well, I mean, you know, it's this tall.
I guess that's true, yeah.
By the time it's done. So zoom back out.
Yeah, that's it. We could, yeah.
The top of it will be right here.
It's pretty
So
big.
and that would be the base right here. So you won't get all of it in frame. Maybe when I lean it over and do it like this, you know, but yeah, it's going to be a beast.
We'll figure it out.
Well, I can move it around and paint with it to
Yeah.
where you can see what I'm painting and keep it in the middle of the screen, but there'll be half the model off screen at any given time, but that's fine. It's a beast.
Hey, Jason, that's fine.
I say it's fine.
I think it's fine too.
Chuck says I paint 1/6. Yeah, definitely. Would you recommend maybe a 75 millimeters, your first mini type model? You got hit by IED in combat, so your hands shake a bit. That's why you're a bit scared to paint at smaller stuff. Well, first off, thank you for your service. Yeah. And sorry you've got that condition. When your hands shake, one of the things that I tell people to do a lot is even if both hands shake, because I work with a lot of people in teaching over the years where they have some form of a palsy or a tremor. And one of the things that you can do is basically stabilize. I work at a standing desk. So when you watch, like for the hours we paint, we're always standing up. Chris is standing at his, I'm standing at mine.
Yeah.
My desk is at 49 inches off the ground just due to my height. That's figured out by when you stand and you bend your arms, right? The height of your elbow is the height the desk should go to, right? When your arm is bent.
Yeah.
At a right angle. Raise the desk to that level so you can lay your forearm out straight, right? I would suggest if your hands shake, don't paint at a sitting desk if you can avoid it. Because when you roll your shoulders forward, it exacerbates your problem 100-fold. Your neck bends and your shoulders roll forward, and that nerve that goes down your arm is fatigued much, much quicker. So no matter if it's from neurological damage or from physical damage to muscles, you're gonna make your problem worse. So from an ergonomic standpoint, when you can lay your I'm left-handed, so I'm going to talk about my right arm, but this will be your left if you're right arm, if you're right-handed, right? You can put your holding hand down on the table, and now the table supports this whole thing. So now, even if my hand has a shake to it, it can't move as much because my weight and everything, I'm letting the table hold my upper body weight with the length of my arm from elbow. You can't really see it here, but the table I've got from my elbow to my wrist is all laying flat on the table. Then when I come over here with the paintbrush, being able to have, somebody earlier asked why I like to hold the model. I let the model, rest in my hand so that all of these fingers become stabilization points for me. My hands don't shake a whole lot, but they can, because I grip the brush too tight or whatever. But I'll come in here and I'll maybe put my pinky on my pinky and then my ring finger on my other ring finger and then come in here. But a lot of times I'll rest my pinky on the model and then maybe I'll put my thumb down here and rest my ring finger on my thumb. I'll steeple my fingers and get a grip on the model and then put my middle finger on my thumb. You'll see me do this a lot. That way now, even if I'm shaking, even if everything were shaking, I can kind of get in there and take a breath and then draw that line. Yeah. So that might help you too. You may already have all this figured out, but I say this because other people out there may be suffering the same thing. But if you can find a way when you're painting to use this to build a cradle for your fingers so that you never have a hand with a brush painting on a model in free air. You never want to be doing this, in my opinion, right? And even when you're painting a canvas, if you're doing anything big, you'll see people with the canvas bar.
Yeah.
They have a metal bar that they put across the canvas so they can rest their hand on it.
Yeah.
And then paint. Not just to draw straight lines, but to rest and not get fatigued. So this kind of stuff, using my thumb the most time and putting 1 or 2 fingers on my thumb helps, sometimes 3 fingers, and then getting my thumb, because it's that crossbar, as close to the area I'm detailing, and painting that way works. Painting at this small scale makes that a lot easier. Painting at 1/6, that's damn near impossible, I know, right? So yeah, as you go to small scale, 75 millimeter is basically what you're seeing here. Right, this thing is probably 75 or 80 millimeters tall.
Yeah.
So whether you're painting a bust or whatever at 75 millimeter, you've got like this thing. I think is called 75 millimeter, but it's much bigger than that.
Yeah, that's a big model too. Yeah.
Yeah, this one's more like 90.
Yeah.
So you've got the ability to go to any scale. Is meant to say that against its normal size, how is this model comparing? And how much it's been shrunk.
Yeah.
That's what the word scale is for. I don't think in terms of scale. I think in terms of model height. Because a bust, this bust can be, or this bust is a better example. Right? This bust is the same size.
Oh, physical size.
Physical size. And that's generally what I look at, is that, okay, these are 90 millimeters tall. That's going to give me more of a sense of it, Because kind of the things we're painting don't exist in the real world, like armor on a Death Knight. So telling me what scale it is doesn't matter to me. When you get into fantasy stuff, it's like, okay, is this a 90 millimeter model? Great, then I want to paint that because I know that's going to be 90 millimeters, is close to 4 inches or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, I kind of know what I'm dealing with as far as space I have to paint. But I would say these are great starting points because you can get, depending on if you do a bust will give you more area for the detail than a full figure, right? Because you're shoving more stuff into the same area. But that's a great world. It's kind of my favorite area to paint, is in that kind of 75 mil world. That's why I like these Tau battle suits and stuff, because that's the scale they are. They're like painting a bust.
Yeah.
I don't. This is a fun world, but you don't see me painting just a whole.
Well, that's why you kind of like Conquest a lot too.
The Conquest is great because just their standard bros
are bigger,
are 32 mil.
Yeah.
Right. So they're big. Yeah. So I like it a lot. They just give you a little bit more detail. GW is trying to fit 90 million freaking skulls into a 25 or 28 millimeter model, and it gets old.
Sir Blame says, "What is your opinion on those models? Those more expensive models, holders with the finger rest and whatnot?
If you like them, use them.
Yeah. If it helps, it helps." And then Chuck saying, "Beautiful. Thank you so much for your time." Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah, that's what we're here for. That's a common question too. We've gotten that before. 100%. So
yeah, I think that, it's funny because a lot of times you hear my answer be whatever you're comfortable with. And that's really meaning more that, go try it and see how you like it, and don't pressure yourself to do anything at any scale, and like you're saying, and do the thing that's most comfortable for you. If you like the idea of, if you go by what I call rule of cool, and you pick a model that you just love, you're like, wow, that would be fun to paint, then paint that model.
Yeah.
Regardless of scale, if you're excited about it, you'll find a way to make it good, right? And you'll find new ways to get comfortable painting at that level or whatever it is, but it has, I believe it all starts with something that excites you to paint it. If somebody shoved this at me and said, you're going to paint this or I'm going to kill Chris, I'd be like, I'm not painting it if I don't like it.
wait,
Clip that. Clip it.
Whoa.
Right? I mean, it has to be a model that it has to be a model that you really like, and I believe that that's the greatest part about our hobby right now, is there is a model for everybody. There is something you can find, whether as an STL or right out of the box, that is just going to make you jump out of bed and be like, today's the day I get to paint or build that model, because there's so much cool stuff. I did not think I would be as excited to paint Tau.
This is the perfect point, though, because you were right. And then all of a sudden, you're just like, it's Tau, man.
Yeah, and it was all because it all goes back to where that Taunar Supremacy suit was available for the first time in a long time, and I could get the weapons I wanted, and I was like, boom, done, bought. And now I'm like, well, I guess I'm painting Tau, so let's find some Tau. So I drove up to Gamers Guild and bought this thing and put it together, and I'm like excited to get a color scheme on it. Now that the scheme is laid down, I'm really happy about it. It goes pretty well. It hasn't necessarily gone quick because we've been doing the stream and yip-yapping the whole time, but it's going together quickly. I can see how quick it will be when we start painting the whole army, because you're going to see like a whole squad will happen in an hour with most of the detail work, because it's all that very quick airbrush application of color. Then all of a sudden now I'm like, ooh, that'll be exciting, you know, and hopefully it just doesn't get boring.
Where somebody was asking, is the taupe?
Yeah, framables are a great scale. Fantastic. Yeah.
Is taupe primer like skeleton horde?
I do not know skeleton horde, so I apologize. I can't draw a direct corollary for you. It's kind of a yellowish tan-ish. Less yellow than tan.
It's kind of like a taupe.
Well, taupe is a warm tan.
Like
Taupe is a warm tan, so it's really it. But tan is not really a color. So tan's like khaki. It's like it has 50. Depending on who you ask, everybody thinks it's a different color. You ask one person what color khaki are, and they think they're green pants. Well, mine are all green.
is darker than taupe. Interesting. Yeah. I'm looking it up right now. I'm curious. Skeleton horde.
The mini models call your attention. Just get confused how to approach the model. Yeah, Chuck, I hear you.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's kind of.
So definitely for you, I think starting
it.
bigger will help. But if you like the Warhammer models, again, like I said, you know, the larger battle suits are really cool. They have of course they get really expensive the bigger you go, because GW is into charging you lots of money. But they have like the Titans that are, you know, probably 10 inches tall, 11 inches tall.
The Knights, the Heresy Knights are pretty big. The
Those are tall and
Lancers.
lanky.
Yeah,
so they can
I
be about 12 inches tall. Those are cool. So they're more like painting 1/6 scale humanoids. You know, so there's a world, but they get to where they're in the hundreds of dollars too. So, you know, it's like if they become cost no object at some point to buy the big ones. I think the Tau-Nar was like $500, which I thought was fairly inexpensive for what it was.
Yeah.
Because you can't buy a Warlord for under like $3,500.
No, Warlord.
The Warlord Titan is much bigger and bulkier and has lots more resin to it, but the Tau-Nar is no joke, and the body's only like $250.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I mean the Warlords are tons of resin too. Like that's those cog forts. The cog forts are pretty cool.
Blackout models are rad. I'll give you that. I had a real problem with them.
You said with the trigger finger.
I had a problem with them because their first edition models did this. They wilted. They wilted just in a room.
Yeah.
That's bent. That's bent over. I had it in the perfect pose, and I can't get it back because it's the resin has fatigued over. And when I talk to them, they're like, "Yeah, that happens." So I'm like, "Sorry, bro, that's not the right answer. Like, I could easily you could give me another model."
Yeah, it's
I was
bummer.
like, "That's not what you want from resin. It just fatigued." It was like they're 3D printed, right? So it was like I can't really do much with it. But I did not build it to be like osteoporosis, man.
Yeah.
No offense.
No, I mean that's a bummer.
Because their models are rad. Right?
Yeah.
I have the whole set that we got for I forget what the two factions were, but they're really rad. You know, it's like near future AI controlled bots and stuff. So the idea of it I think is really cool. And the infantry guys are really neat. So
Yeah.
And the game rules are actually pretty cool. So great game.
Yeah, it's a bummer. The resin's just.
I'm a big model guy, and I'm like, you know, when we went back to finish that, I was like, I want to paint this. What?
It's wilting.
I'm like, what?
I think the Supremacy suit, for a lot of you, we don't paint big models, so it'd be cool to see Jason approach a big model.
Yeah, 100%.
For me specifically, I'm curious too, right? Like I think that'll be a good series.
It's going to be easy because the first stream will be doing all the airbrush work to dial in the values.
Yeah.
Because it has big enough areas where we can really get with the airbrush a lot of the shine of the non-metallic done in the royal purple and the pale yellow and the white.
Yeah.
And then the filter will just kind of finish it off. And then we edge highlight for 18 million days because it's a mile's worth of edge highlighting on that thing. But
Shadowcast, what do you do for steel non-metallic metal?
that model looks like you feel, Avian. Oh, tell me. Some days. Yeah, Chuck, resin printing stuff would be great. Definitely.
What do you do for steel, Jason?
Wait, there were some other questions up there. It was like, any Malifaux in your past or not interested? Malifaux was one of my most favorite games of all time.
Really?
Yep. The lore behind it. I joined at 2nd edition,
Oh,
I think,
didn't
or
know
the
that.
end of 1st edition Malifaux. I had models from 1st edition. I didn't get into playing the game until 2nd edition when they did the big swap and I got rules and some new faction models came out or whatever. I love the factions. The narrative to it was fantastic. I went back and went to Drive-Thru RPG and bought all of the old digital books because each of their rule books has lots of lore in it. So it reminded me of the old GW days when you would buy the rule book and spend more time in the lore than in the rules.
Yeah.
The rules could be 15 pages and you had 120 pages that were just fantastic, awesome background that made you immersed in it. Malifaux is that game. Malifaux used to. I haven't done anything with it in ages. But the narrative was absolutely fantastic. They had no fear about killing off characters you loved. They had great interactions between characters. They had named characters across all the factions that you followed, and they did nefarious things or craziness. The goblins were amazing. They had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
You could tell they had a lot of passion in their game. They probably still do. It just died in the neighborhood. You know, we used to have Malifaux every week, on Wednesday or Friday, and then it just died.
Yeah.
So the henchmen in our area stopped. I don't know why. I think that they stopped doing henchmen when Wizards of the Coast had the lawsuit from their TOs or whatever it was, their street team, and so everybody dumped their street team, and so the henchmen went away. And so it was a bummer because there was a lot of really cool stuff with it, but the models were really cool. The models themselves from a plastic standpoint at the time I was building them were kind of garbage because whoever was engineering them, you could tell, knew how to engineer molds for plastic but not for models because they didn't go together very well. They had join lines like where you never want to have join lines, so you had to spend so much time in your modeling to fill gaps and stuff like that. So that was a hassle, but they were great models. Once you got them done, awesome. Great to paint. We have a lot. I mean, in boxes around here someplace, we have tons of Malifaux. I painted the whole Dreamer crew for somebody on stream. It was a commission that somebody won or we did on stream. We painted the whole Dreamer crew. That was a lot of fun.
Hydra's saying, what do you think about Bandai's Gundam Assembly miniature line?
Don't know it. Oh, the Gundam Assemble is the game, right?
I think so.
I bought the whole line, and the guy screwed me. I bought the whole line of like however many miniatures it is, 16 or 20 miniatures, some of them unreleased in the US. I bought it from Japan, and the guy sent it, and it never got delivered, and he said he sent it, and I never got them, and wasted 150 or 180 bucks. So I'm mad at it. We'll never paint them probably because I hold a grudge against the models because the guy screwed me.
Shadowcast is asking, what would you do for non-metallic steel? Payne's gray and white blue.
Yeah, Shadowcast,
Maybe?
man. You can just watch any of our streams where I've painted it, and I have a million different ways. I think my favorite is Payne's Gray. My favorite simple one is going to be Payne's Gray and either white, blue, or pale yellow to do your workup.
Pale yellow was the other one.
Adding the pale yellow in, so it's Payne's Gray, pale yellow, white, blue is great. It can work at any level for anything you want. That's kind of what this all is, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, it is just too easy.
Yeah.
Right. It gives the pale yellow and the Payne's Gray give a good mid-tone steel color, and then the white blue gives you the punchy near white reflection, you know, that cleans it up. And so it's just too easy. You can sketch stuff out with it really quick. You're, you know, able to get really, really good results in probably maybe 5 layers of paint, meaning that you do a Payne's Gray layer, then you mix in Payne's Gray 75% to 25% white blue, and then 50-50, and then 75% white blue, 25% Payne's Gray, and then just pure white blue on the top, and you could be done. So it's works really well. You can put a lot more color into your steel though, right? I mean, you can start, you know, going in and doing tons of different stuff. This one was done mostly with neutral grays and such, but if you pop in close, you'll notice that it has, you know, more reflected color in it from, you know, the golds and everything around it, a little bit of purple and dark blue and the shadows, and so you can, you know, you can make all sorts of cool steel colors occur. And then I did more of the standard Payne's Gray, white, blue, like down here where I wanted that buckle to look different. So there's a ton of ways to do it.
Russian Banner says, Jason, just want to wish you a happy birthday, sir.
Thank you.
Continue the amazing work and your team continue to do. These live streams are always a wealth of knowledge.
Thank you. Really, thank you for that. Percival, the 5th, first of his name. Slinger of slurs. Destroyer of ankles. Malifaux 4th edition is a blast. It's very crunchy. It's more crunchy? Wow. They're still difficult to assemble. I think they just made that their shtick.
Malifaux?
Yeah, I truly believe they just made that their shtick. after they did what's his face's beard that was like the littlest bitty piece that was like a goatee that you had to put on the Asian dude, and it was what the. You would have a hand that had 5 fingers and it was in 3 pieces.
No.
Yeah, there would be like a hand that was a thumb and 2 of the fingers, and
Why?
the other 2 fingers would be individual.
Why?
Because they're bad at sprues.
Why?
They're bad at sprues.
That's horrible. No.
Jan Lo's beard, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. You messed up and used dark ivory? What, with the blue?
Yeah,
Dark ivory would still work. It's a little bit of a lower value. It would work for your mid-tone with the steel, but you'll need to then boost up to either bright ivory or white blue out of that. You can't, like with pale yellow, you can't just use pale yellow the whole time. If you get like Enzo here,
Yeah.
right? Enzo was done with blue-black. So popping real close.
Mm-hmm.
This was done with blue-black and pale yellow. And so blue-black and pale yellow only gets you to this stage of mid-tone. It won't get any brighter than that. It starts to turn a little bit seafoam green. So then you pop in like the bright pale yellow or bright neutral gray or something like that to give you the shine of the fake white, that you want on it. So you can do it with 3 colors. One of your colors is really just the final shine, right? Your fake white. But you can mix any color in with it. Dark, the dark ivory would have worked just great here. All of that is very easy to use. It's just you can't always push it to your final highlight because the dark ivory on its own won't get bright enough to give the effect.
Yeah.
So pick another bright color over the top and try to stay away from just white. You could add white to dark ivory, but by the time you've done that, you probably have a color that would do the same thing for less work. All right, that's it. It's 5 o'clock.
That's it.
You pushed my 56-year-old frame an extra hour, chat.
That's right. Hey, that's the point, though, right, Jason?
Yeah.
We do that for the people. Isn't that right?
Why do you keep asking me if that's right?
I'm going to ask you. That's what we do, right, Jason?
Hey, you're not the boss of me.
Yes, sir.
You
I'm
don't
not.
get
The,
to
no,
just-
I'm not
you
the
don't
boss
get
of
to
you.
just say
This is a team thing. I'm like, that's right. We do that.
it's a team where only one of us performs.
I know. Sometimes I gotta hold the line. Yikes!
I get no respect, Chad. I get no respect.
No X's. False band.
Yeah, the BS meter was high there.
Whoa.
Very high there. What cake am I getting, Sublime? I didn't get a cake. I got some candy from the wonderful Katarina from Poland.
You got some pink drink.
And I got pink drink today.
You got
which
some
is way too,
pink.
I'm going to literally float away if I drink any more of this. So this one's going in the garbage, or one of these guys is going to drink it.
Gabe will drink it.
Can we please see Chris paint once so we learn our lesson and never wonder? What do you mean?
Chess.
He
boxing.
painted non-metallic metal here recently.
I painted.
Well, it's not been that recent now. It's been months.
I
but
paint every once in a while, but at some point we'll have
He's
to
been
do
painting
another
on stream
lesson.
recently quite a bit.
The Sentinels I just did.
Yeah.
We'll but at some point we'll do another lesson style chess box.
People really, really loved it when I produced and
Yeah.
guided Chris on the painting.
Maybe we
So
gotta
I
do
really
a-
have fun doing that. I think it's great. Chris picks it up really quick. We can do it with Gabe too.
Yeah.
Both of them are fantastic learners and really excited to paint. So I think it really works well when we do that. So yeah, we would love to do that more.
Yeah, we'll figure out another day.
Yeah, Chris was paint. Did you paint yesterday?
I paint yesterday.
Okay, yeah.
We finished up the Sentinels yesterday.
You leave the door open, Chris will bust through the wall.
That's right.
You can lead a horse to water, Chad.
Hey, but you can't tell him to drink.
Well, you can tell him to drink.
Oh, you can tell him to drink.
You can tell Chris.
Oh, you can tell a Chris.
You can tell Chris to drink.
If you give a Chris a paintbrush.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and watching some paint dry. I really, really appreciate all the warm birthday wishes.
Yes, happy birthday, Jason.
Thank you to Chris and the team for holding it down while I was in Poland. Thank you to everybody that came and visited us with us at Poland. That was a lot of fun. Glad to be home. And we will be at it again tomorrow. You're stuck with me all week, chat. I think they're stuck with me except for next Tuesday.
Where are you going, mister?
Foreseeable future. I got my forum.
Oh, yeah.
My
we'll,
final
we'll
form.
figure it
My
out.
final forum meeting. But I'm back in town all week long doing towel. So you're stuck with the communist fish face guys.
We should do the big one.
Well, if I can get it built tonight, I have some energy right now.
All
If I
right.
get home and I still have that energy, I'll keep working on it. I may go
Okay.
home and play video games. Who knows? But at some point in time, I'll get that thing built this week because I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
But I'm also excited about getting this guy done. So there's a world where I still need to do, you know, somebody who's asked about non-metallic steel. All the Payne's gray that I've laid down on this other stuff
That's
is going to
true.
be non-metallic steel. So we have a lot that we have to do here that I think can help people out and to get the color scheme worked out before I do the Town R. So
Yeah.
it probably makes sense to go ahead and work this. There's not a whole lot left that we have to do. I just have to work out the details. You know,
Yeah.
we did the Payne's gray on all of the chicken leg and inner workings.
He's
stuff.
looking really good.
So yeah, there's not a whole lot left. I'm not trying to over detail them. They have their own details built in with a million panel lines and stuff. So if you use, like we've done here, if you use the panel lining and the edge highlighting correctly, all of a sudden you get the model to pop without doing a lot of color choosing. It can be very monochromatic and still come to life. Like this angle right here really shows it off. You know, when I handed it, I took the model to Poland, and when people came up and picked it up and looked at it, they're like blown away. They're like, "Holy hell!" Like it doesn't look like this on stream, because so much of what we're doing is in the fine blends of the line work that I've been spending time on.
Yeah.
And it really does make it pop. So you get that material that's worked out very well. And so I don't think we need a whole lot of other colors. I think we do the Payne's gray stuff. I like the white helmet. I probably want to brighten up the side of the cheeks a little bit more with that, and maybe add in a little bit more white, like on the shield and something like that. But I'll figure all that out as we go.
Nice.
So we'll be working on him for the while. But we will be back tomorrow, so make sure to click all the links that Chris put in chat. Thank you so much for your support. Make sure to check out monumenthobbies.com, monumenthobbies.eu, depending on where you live. Get yourself some hobby supplies. Keep the stream alive, and keep paint on your table. Would love it. And then, did Flamion like the model? Unfortunately, Mashik didn't get to come down. He has a new child. They had a child last year. He is really playing the best father in the world and has not wanted to travel as his kid is growing up. So he leaves and travels less to shows. And is staying home being dad and being amazing as a dad. So kudos to him. Unfortunately, I was going to take some time to go to Krakow to see him. I did not get that chance because our demo room turned into babysit a bunch of 7-year-olds. But it was a lot of fun. We got to deal with a ton of people that were a lot of fun to answer questions with. And maybe next year I'll get to see him. So how do we clean a brush, says Ghost Hunter? I'm going to let Chris do that for you.
Oh, well.
But everybody, thank you so much. If you're new around here, please hit the follow button, the subscribe button, depending on the platform. We do this Monday through Friday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Monument Standard Time here in Phoenix, Arizona. We'd love to see you back.
Yep.
So sign up for the alerts and make sure you're here at those times. Make sure to join the Discord and all of our wonderful artists that tell fart jokes and argue about the most inane things.
It's very
really
interesting.
Great.
Hey,
I walked in last week to a conversation that I was like, what is going on in here? And sometimes I have to track back like 3 days to figure it out.
Yeah.
Because it started from some obscure reference that I don't know, from some TV show I've never watched. But yeah, great people on the Discord. Go join in on that, make some friends, have some hobby fun time.
That's right.
Stick around. Chris is going to find us somebody to raid so you can have some more hobby as you go off into your night, or go to bed if you're over in Europe and it's already way late. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we will see you back here tomorrow. Adios, guys.
Bye.